Check 1 2 1 2 1 2. Let's do a.
Yeah.
Shit. That shit ain't no motherfucking joke, baby. Hit that like, hit that subscribe.
Yeah.
Check 1 2 1 2 1 2.
We in the building.
Check. Still not loading, Frank? Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Okay. And so why is that, Frankie? Why is that small like that? Because now it's going to print small on there. Anyways, go ahead. All right, it's all good. Yeah, hit that like, hit that subscribe, baby. We are back. We're motherfucking back.
Yeah.
On a Sunday. Sunday evening. Yeah. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Hood Stocks, baby. The greatest podcast shit in the world. Fuck it.
Let's get it.
Hit that like, hit that subscribe. We back. Yeah.
We got to tap all the way in right now.
Damn, we just leveling up around this bitch. Some fools be on the bus smoking that. Some fools be on the bus smoking that Greyhound. Shit, we first class, baby. Steezy, Mile High Club. High as fuck. Drew Hefner said it. Slap your baby mama, get the hot pocket out the motherfucking microwave. We got shit to do this evening. Are you ready? 75,000 subscribers we hit today. Are you ready?
Yay.
75,000 subscribers hit today. Appreciate the support. Appreciate the love. We ain't nothing without the Goonies, baby. Best believe it. Let's go. Let's get to business real quick. Let's pay some motherfucking bills, and we're going to get into this story right here. This evening podcast is brought to you by Attorney Nicholas Rosenberg. He is a certified specialist in criminal law. Attorney Rosenberg is based in downtown Los Angeles. Rosenberg specializes in defending all strike offenses, firearm, and gang allegations, sales of controlled substances. For the latest updates, go to @Attorney Rosenberg on Instagram and TikTok. Attorney Rosenberg is punching back on criminal cases. All right. Not only do we got the big dogs on the team, but we also got the underdogs on the team. And I'm talking about Killer Kush, baby. Yes, they are a sponsor right here. And one day they're gonna be just as big as Steezy, baby. Right? Looking for some good quality cannabis. I mean, killer quality cannabis. Hit up the folks at Killer Kush. They specialize in bringing you the best quality available from OG to exotic. They got it all. Hit them up at KillerKushCali@gmail.com or on IG @KillerKush. __420 to find a location near you if you're local. Also, too, if you're local in the area, you can find them here in the heart of East Los Angeles at East LA Exotics, and they are located at 6009 East Olympic Boulevard. Okay. Feels good to be back. I was on a little timeout. You know, my girl caught me liking too many Fashion Nova pictures. Bitches are fucking half naked, bro.
Right.
Shit, I can't even post with me saying something, you know, a little out of pocket, but they can But I love the pictures though.
Yeah, man.
No, I'm just playing. My girl ain't monitoring me like that, bro. Shit, if she, I mean, bro, I couldn't be Drew Hefner, bro. If I was in a relationship like that, bro,
yeah.
I respect it, but I do what I got to do, baby. You know. This evening's podcast is out of Pasadena, California. Everybody, give it up for Andrew.
Yeah, glad to be here, man. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Well, shoot, you know what's going to thank your pops, Albert, bro.
Good looking for my pops too. My pops was the one who, plugged me in and got this whole thing rolling. So, gotta love that. Got a shout out for my pops. Thank you.
Yeah, manager at Home Depot. Yeah. Shout out to pops.
Woo woo.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So your pops got at me, and you know what? He was pretty persistent. Yeah. Yeah. But hey, what do they say about the squeaky wheel that gets the grease or some shit like that? Or were they talking about Casey's ass? I'm not even sure, dog. There's an analogy going around here, dog. But anyways, he was pretty persistent, and he said, my son. And finally, I was just like, well, Dad, what's your son's Instagram? And he's like, I don't even know if he's got an Instagram. Yeah. But he was like, man, you got to hear my son. I said, all right, big dog, you know what? I respect it, And I shot him my number. You called me up, bro, and we had a conversation. And I always ask for like a little brief, a small portion of the story you're going to be sharing on the platform.
Yeah.
And you gave me that, bro. And I said, all right, well, shit, let's get you in 2 weeks.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that.
It's like, boom.
Let's get him in 2 weeks. How does not this Sunday, but next Sunday work for you? Shit. Hopefully you can, Hopefully you can kill this platform the way you killed that phone call, sir.
Yep.
No pressure.
Do my goddamn best, that's for sure.
No, I'm just fucking with you, dog. I mean, this is the easiest podcast in the world to be on, bro.
Yeah.
This is Hood Stocks, bro.
Yep.
You can act a fool, and they'll forget about it in about a week. I mean, depending on who you are.
Right.
I mean, we don't ever always get it right here, dog. I mean, this is we didn't go to school for this, but
the fact that we're here, we're getting it right.
Absolutely. I'm happy that you're here, brother. And I'm looking forward to hearing your story, brother, in depth. And so you said you were addicted to heroin for 17 years.
Yeah. I was addicted. Well, it all started I started using meth at 14 years old. And meth turned to heroin, and it was just on and cracking for 17 years.
Okay, well, I was thinking 17 years. I was like, damn, bro, you look kind of young. Would you start when you were 7 or what?
Yeah, I started when I was 14.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Damn.
Yeah, first time I got into hard drugs, I was 14 years old.
And was that off the top from, did you, put it in a spoon and pour it in your nose? Did you smoke it? Did you slam it?
So I started smoking it. So it all starts back when I was 14, right? And at 14 years old is when I joined a gang. So I got into my neighborhood at 14. And being 14, joining the neighborhood, I was the youngest kid in my hood. So I was just trying to do what all the older homies were doing. And, all the older homies were getting fucked up. But even before that, I always had kind of, I guess they say addictive personality. When I was younger, me and my homie in school, we would do dumb shit. I don't know, it would kid shit, go in the alleyways and fucking look for cigarettes, and we just smoke all the cigarettes we could find in the alleyways. And we said we were in flavor country, and we'd be going to my other homie's house, and his parents were out of town. We'd just be getting shit-faced on all the alcohol. And I was just really into getting fucked up. As soon as I discovered I can get fucked up and this shit feels dope, I was into that feeling of getting fucked up.
What were you trying to escape? I mean, was Pop? I mean, Pops is right here. I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, did you have problems with Pops, moms? I mean, what was the situation?
So my mom and dad split at a young age. When I was probably 5, I think my mom and dad split, and I remember being a kid, when I was doing that young party shit, drinking and all that. I don't think I was trying to escape anything. I was just trying to have fun, but. Part of the reason kind of why I joined a gang was as a kid, my mom and dad split when I was young. And ever since my mom and dad split, I always just wanted to be with my dad. I'd always want to be with my dad. I'd always tell my mom, I want to be with my dad. I want to go with my dad. I want to go with my dad. And, my mom's my mom, and my mom talks a lot of shit. I love my mom, but my mom and my dad are kind of opposites. Me and my dad relate a lot. Me and my dad are very, very similar in a lot of ways. Me and my mom, we're complete opposites. And it's two sides of the spectrum. And, a lot of times on the weekends, we would go over to my dad's house or my grandma's house. And, my pops had us every other weekend. And there would be weekends where, we would go to my grandma's. And, we were all young then doing our thing. And, you know, sometimes I wouldn't see my pops the whole weekend, and my mom would pick us up, and I would be crying. I remember she'd pick us up, and we'd be going back, and I'd be like, I don't want to leave. And she's like, you got to go to school. And I'm like, I didn't even get to see my dad, and I'd just be crying, you know what I mean? And, you know, so I just kind of felt like when I was younger, I was kind of missing like a role model in my life. And, you know, me and my dad had a connection. Like, we had a relationship, obviously, but it wasn't as much as I'd want it to be. And my mom kind of blocked us from that too in ways. And at 14, you know, I started just like gravitating towards these people who I felt like were cool, that I could relate with, that were from the neighborhood. Some shit started happening in school, and there came a point where I felt like it was safer for me to be from a neighborhood than not to be from a neighborhood. So I wound up getting jumped into my neighborhood at 14 years old, and all my homies were doing dope. Like, all my homies were doing dope. They were partying. And I remember the first time I did dope, it was at my homie's house. We had like one of the homies' moms that was from the hood. She would just let us go party at the pad. And she's like, you guys can do whatever you want here. Just stay here. She was like one of those moms. It was a cool party pad. The house was like a fucking trap house, but it was cool to go there and party and just get fucked up.
All the homies were boning mom on the low. Go ahead.
I mean, she was like a grandma, so I don't know if any of the homies were like, dude.
Well, drugs will make you do some crazy shit, right? Dog. You know what I mean?
But she was cool. She was cool. Shout out Margie. I love that lady. She really looked out for me a lot when you know.
No disrespect to Margie.
Yeah, for sure. And I remember I was in the homie's room, and she called us out. She called me, the homie, and her son. She called us out, and she was just like, yo, so-and-so dropped a fucking 8-ball dope on the floor right there, and he didn't want to pick it up. So there's a bunch of dope right there if you guys want to get it. And I never done dope before, but I knew my homies were doing dope, and the other two homies went and picked it up. And then she's like, don't let Moreno get high. Don't let that fool get high. And like, yeah, right. She's telling us to get the dope, but don't let him get high. So like, we fucking... That's the first time I did dope in the homie's room. We smoked it off some foil, and just, you know, I felt like shit for a couple days after that, but it was just like every day after that, just doing dope, chilling with the homies, doing dope, chilling with the homies, and it just progressively got worse from there. You know, they say like at first it's fun, right? At first all the shit's fun, I'm having fun. Then it becomes like fun with problems. And then eventually after a while, just like the shit just turned into all problems. Like it wasn't fun no more. It was all just problems. So
you're talking about getting strung out.
Yeah, getting strung out.
Yeah,
getting strung out. So like, you know, my homegirl from my neighborhood, like she was moving weight in the neighborhood. She had a big part of the neighborhood, and you know, she was pretty much my plug. I would just get high for her. I would be always roaming around with her. She was an older homegirl, but she'd always be having me do shit for her. She'd be like, hey, yo, Moreno, I need you to come get down with this fool. And I'd be like, all right, pick me up. She'd pick me up. I'd be going and getting down with foods. Or like, she'd be like, oh yeah, I need you to go do this for me, and I got you. Like, she'd always take care of me. So I'd be like, all right, I'll go do it. I'll do this and that. And like, you know, there was a point where she got busted, and she's like, yo, I need you to take care of all my people for me. You know what I mean? Like, my people, I'm going to be gone. They need me. So, you know, then I started serving dope. And I was doing good. Like, in my mind, I was doing good. You know what I mean? I stopped going to school. I got kicked out of, like, 5 different schools. I went to, like, 5 different high schools. But because of, like, the gang activity and me doing drugs, like, I just really started diving into that lifestyle. A big point in my life, too, where I felt like I went left instead of right, was from 8th grade going into high school, like, I tried out for the football team. And my 8th grade grades were all fucked up because I had already kind of like started fucking around in 8th grade. And I tried out for the football team, and they said my grades from 8th grade were too bad and I was going to have to be benched for the first quarter. I'm like, oh, fuck this football team. And I just went off the rails after that. But, you know, so I'm selling dope. I'm fucking off school. I'm not really giving a shit about school. I'm in the hood. I'm doing all this shit. I'm trying to hang out with the older homies. And at one point in time, one of my big homies from the hood, he was in the pen. He had got out, and he was a slammer. So he got out. He went to my other homie's house, and I seen him and my other homie slamming. And I was just like, oh, what the fuck? What are these fools doing? Like, if they're doing it, I want to do it. You know what I mean? And one of my homeboys was like, nah, Moreno, like, don't fuck around with that shit. Don't fuck around with that shit. I'm like, I want to do it. I want to do it. And the homie's like, man, if you're going to do it, like, I ain't going to be here. Go up. Like, and he went upstairs and he didn't watch it. But the other homie who just got out, like, he was just like, I'm going to show you how to do it so you don't fuck yourself up.
good homie. He's got your back.
Right. So then he was just like, bah, boom, and he shot me up. And I was just like, God damn. And, like, after that, like, shit, that's when shit really just spiraled out of control. So, you know, there was a point, like, I'm bouncing around now. You know, shit's falling apart. I'm burning bridges. My mom now knows I'm from a neighborhood. She knows I'm on drugs. She sees all the people I'm hanging out with. You know, I'm bringing people into my mom's garage and all this crazy bullshit's going on. And my mom's kind of, like, had enough. My mom's real black and white. My mom should have been a cop. My mom's like, you're either right or you're wrong. There's, like, no middle ground with my mom. And my mom's not that kind of, like, mother. Like, my mom's young. She's a good-looking mom. She's not that kind of mother that was, like a jefita, you know what I mean? Like, she would love you.
Motherly love.
Yeah, she don't got that motherly love. She got that cold love type shit. Like, if you ain't doing right, you ain't gonna disrupt my life. Like, my mom, if I was drowning in a pool, like, I should know how to swim already. My mom's like, you should know how to swim. You better fucking figure it out. Like, that's the vibe I get from my mom. You know what I mean? And not saying that she doesn't love me, because I know she loves me, but my mom was real just black or white. She wasn't with the bullshit. No bullshit with my mom. So,
what about your pops? Let's understand the dynamics of the, you know.
Yeah, so my pops understands me a lot. Like, me and my pops are real similar. Like, my pops kind of knew what was up. So at like 14 or 15, my mom was kind of just like, yo, you're too much for me. Like, I'm going to send you over with your pops. And, you know, that was the happiest time of my life. I remember that. It was like, I was a freshman, junior in high school, or maybe a sophomore. I was a sophomore in high school. My mom couldn't handle me no more, so she sent me to go live with my dad in Whittier. And I was happy. I was like, I remember me and my pops walked through Whittier High School, and, like, we just saw the high school, and I'm like, all right, cool, we're going to go to the high school. And I remember, like, I was so fucking happy to finally go be with my pops that, like, I did good in school for that first. I remember the first quarter. There's 4 quarters in a school year, right? Like,
so how is it? How is it with your pops? You know what I mean? I understand you said you guys understand each other, this and that, but living with him, like, what is the, you know, it kind of like with mom, it was very strict, it was militant, and now with pops, I mean, he's like, hey, mijo, come, you know, bye, here, I got you dinner. Like, I mean, how is pops, bro?
Well,
laid back. I mean, why, you know, why so comfortable with pops? And obviously, we understand the uncomfortability with moms, you know what I mean? But with pops, you know what I mean?
Well, pops at first it was real good, you know what I mean? Because it was like, okay, this is gonna be good, this is gonna work out, and at first it was good, but, you know, pops does this thing too, and the difference between.
Oh, so you guys were partying together?
I mean, yeah, there was a point where we were partying together.
There it goes.
Yeah.
There we go. There
was a point in time where we were partying together, but the difference between me and pops is pops could do his thing and get up and go to work the next day. I fucking go to the wheels fall off.
Yeah.
So, you know, my pops was doing his thing, and there was a point in time, like, my pops was real cool, but, you know, my pops was kind of strict at times too. Like,
yeah, of course.
I don't know why he'd be tripping on some things. Like, I'd be out with my homies. My homies from the neighborhood would come pick me up a lot when I first moved to Whittier, and my pops would be like, you need to be home at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I remember I got home at like 9:07 one time, and this food like went off on me, like, let me have it. Like,
yeah,
we got into it sick. And, you know, at that point in time, like, I'm already who I am in my mind. Like, I ain't gonna change.
Yeah.
And
especially with the devil in your veins.
Yeah, especially with the devil in my veins. I was already partying at that time. I'm not sure if he knew it, but I was already getting loaded at the time. I was already on dope. I had already done heroin. And I'm not sure if he knew it. He knew I was from a neighborhood, but he didn't know. I don't think he knew the full extent of what I was into. And, you know, I would see him doing his thing, and I knew what he was doing, but I don't know if he knew what I knew what he was doing. But, you know, it'd be cool sometimes, and then when it wasn't cool, we would just clash. Me and Pops would clash. You know what I mean? Because I'm a young kid trying to do my thing, and I'm like, now I'm like thinking.
Yeah,
like,
both of you guys are coming down, bro, and you fucking clashing on each other. Fuck yeah. And you know, it's funny. I was just thinking about it, and there's a little bit of it's a little bit of funny, bro, because you see your pops in the hallway, and you look at him, you're like, man, that fool look fucked up. I ain't gonna say nothing though. And then your pop sees his son, he's like, man, That fool look fucked up too. Shit, I ain't gonna fuck up his high. He ain't gonna fuck up my high. I just ain't gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna walk on by.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You motherfuckers looking at you. Go ahead. I'm sorry, bro.
My pops never like got into it as deep as I got into it. Like I got into needles. I got into smoking. Like my pops never got into it that deep. My pops kind of like old school with it. Just, you know what I mean?
Pops look like a gangster. You Pops from the hood too or what?
Pops with the functions. Pops with the functions.
Yeah. Okay.
So like, you know, it started at first, but then me and Pops would just be bumping heads a lot. And, you know, I feel like my Pops was trying to like steer me out of the direction I was going into, but I was already too far into that direction to be steered clear. And at this point, it's like, it's already too late. You know what I mean? I already am who I am. Now I'm in the mind frame of like, how are you going to tell me who I should be or what I should be doing when we're over here doing the same thing? And I already am who I am. It's already too late. But, you know, there came a point in time where, like, you know, times were good. We'd be at my pop's house. He'd be chilling, drinking, doing his thing. And I'd see him doing his thing. And I'd kind of be like, what's up, Pops? Like, what you doing? And he'd be like, don't trip. And then, like, the next time I'd see him, like, you know, I'd see the little cases, the little CDs with the residue on them. And I'd be like, yo, what's up? What's up? And he'd be like, don't worry about it. And then, you know, I go to the bathroom. I see a little CD with residue. I'm like, what's up? And at one point, he was just like, fuck it. Like, you know what I'm doing? And I'm like, yeah, I know what you're doing. Like, what's up? And then he was just like, eventually we just started getting high together. You know what I mean?
He's like, I got a nickel for you. Got $5. Starts slanging to his son. Number one customer. Living. No, I'm just fucking with you, big dog. He's like shaking his head like, nah.
It was the other way around, if anything.
Yeah.
It was the other way around.
He started slanging the Pops?
I mean, if my Pops is going to be picking up dope, might as well get it from me and not be paying other people. Like, he wouldn't have to pay nobody.
And you know he's got a good job.
Yeah.
And there's food in the fridge. And every time you got to take a shit, there's toilet paper right there.
Yeah, right?
It's fucking nice of you, big dog. Man, it's a good son right there, bro.
I got to do what I got to do.
Shit.
So, you know, eventually it just got too crazy with me and my Pops. We were clashing too much. Like, I love my Pops. My Pops never really, like, turned his back on me. He never threw me out, but I was already who I was. And my Pops kind of seen the whole neighborhood thing. He seen us from a gang, and I just don't know. It didn't seem like he liked it very much. Like, even though he is who he is, like, I don't know if that's not what he wanted from me. He just didn't like it. He didn't vibe with it. He wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
And like,
even though we you know, I make a little fun of it, bro. You know, I get it, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I get it. Like, you know, I've been around a lot of homies' family, right? Neighborhood family, bro. That the whole family's getting high, bro.
Yeah.
But they still be telling the kids, what the fuck? Get your like. There's still a certain level of responsibility they feel they still need to give their kid, even though, you know, they kind of, you know, they doing a little something too, you know, but go ahead, brother.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, I ain't got no kids. I'm 36 years old. I ain't got no kids. I need to have some kids. But what I can say, for any of people our family members out there and do have kids, and they're getting high, and they know their kids are getting high, it's a real tricky situation when you start getting high with your kids, you know what I mean? Because then the respect lines start to get blurred at some point. Like, at one point, it's like, where are we homies? And, like, you know what I mean? It's like, it just, the respect lines get blurred. You know what I mean?
Well,
it's
yeah.
Like, my Pops, I got to respect my Pops for being my Pops. But then I'm thinking, like,
but you're serving him and he needs you.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I got him strung the fuck out.
So it's like, what the fuck? And so it's just crazy. And so anyways, I wind up moving with my grandma over in North Whittier. And, you know, I'm doing my thing. Like, you know, I'm working, I'm getting dope, I'm slanging dope, I'm working, getting dope, slanging dope. But nothing lasts too long. You know, I was making music for a long time. For a long time, I was really passionate about music. But when they tell you, like, the drugs will steal your dreams, like, fuck, Lucky, that shit is so true. Like, when I first started doing dope, like, I was real passionate about drawing. You know what I mean? And I do some dope, and I do some heroin, and I fucking sit there and I just draw for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. And then I'd fucking be up for 3 days just drawing the whole time, like.
What were you drawing, bro?
Just characters. I was real into graph, urban art. Like, I was into piecing up, drawing all kinds of shit. So I'd just be piecing, drawing all day. And after a point in time, like, I drew so much, like, that shit just burnt out for me. And after a point in time, like, fuck, I don't want to draw no more.
How long did you draw on drugs?
How long?
Like, straight?
Like, literally, like, I'd sit there for 12 hours. maybe take a break, and then I come back and just sit there for another. But by the time I know, like a day and a half, 2 days passed, I've just been drawing the whole time.
Damn.
It was fucking sick. And, you know, I'm still doing my thing. My name's always been good. My name's good. But if I fucked up drawing, you know what I mean? And now I'm over here in Whittier. I'm in another area. I'm serving dope in another area. You know, my family dysfunction is real. Like, you know what I mean? I'm living with my grandma. At one point in time, Pops moves in with my grandma. Now me, grandma, Pops, my Pops' wife, my stepmom, shout out Julie, love that lady, and my little sister are all living with my grandma. And, you know, it just becomes more dysfunction because now you got me in the house getting loaded. My grandma was kind of like not really tripping on me getting loaded because I'd just be in my room doing my thing and she'd be doing her thing. And as long as I paid her rent, like she wasn't tripping. Not paid her rent, but paid her some money towards rent.
Yeah.
And then Pops moved in with grandma. And now it's me and Pops getting loaded in the house. And now me and Pops are back to bumping heads. We got a bunch of homies on the block who are getting loaded, and they're always coming to our house because we got a pool table there. And you know,
my boy said we got a pool table there and dope.
Yeah, we got a pool table and dope.
You got the spot, baby.
I'm figuring like if all these fools on the block are trying to get loaded, and like everyone's putting their money together to buy dope, like
we might as well play some pool.
Might as well play some pool and buy the dope off me. No one got to go look for the dope. Just
sounds like the perfect spot if you ask me, bro.
It was. It's just. It was dysfunctional. It was perfect for what it was at the time. You know what I mean? I don't know. But shit led to craziness. So, you know, eventually I start burning bridges. Shit goes crazy at my grandma's. My grandma winds up bouncing. Me and my Pops are there. Me and my Pops are we're very alike. We're very similar. I got a real big ego complex at the time. I don't want to be told shit. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And my Pops is obviously my Pops. He ain't gonna let me run the fucking show.
How old are you at this time?
I'm probably like 17 years
you're young.
old.
Yeah, you're young. Wilding out hard, young.
Wilding out, and doing the most.
That is the age, bro. Like you're already in the prime of the age of when you started, right?
Yeah.
Like I think probably the average, if we put an average age of when young boys start tripping, flipping, having enough, putting the foot down, you know, is probably during puberty.
Yeah.
And puberty is like around, I mean, it depends on, who brought you into this world, but I think it's 12, 13. I started late, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And there's a 9th grade, bro. I started getting a little bush, and I was like, you motherfucker. Because my cousin started wearing it, and he would flex that she do the ninja and be like, I got hair, fool. You know what I mean? It's a kid thing. But anyways, I'm sorry. But yeah, go ahead, bro. So that's just a prime age. 17, bro, is all I'm trying to say.
You know, I'm bringing fucking straps home and shit. I'm trying to hide them in the closet. My dad's finding them. Like, what the fuck is this? Getting rid of them. And now I'm flipping out because, like, you know, I got this motherfucking, like, this shit's gonna fucking look bad on me if straps are disappearing, you know what I mean? So it's like, it just becomes a big fucking huge conflict. And I gotta shake the spot because, like, you know what I mean? I can't just fucking do what I want to do. And then, you know, it just can't work out like that. I gotta have some sort of level of respect for my Pops. Obviously, my Pops is my Pops. And, you know, that trumps me in a lot of ways. And I gotta shake the spot. So I wound up dipping from there, and I just start doing the hotel thing on the streets, you know, on heroin, on dope, selling dope, coming up a little bit. I fucked off school. I just dropped out of school, and I went to take my GED test, and I passed that shit first try, and I was like, cool, I'm done with school. So I left school early, and I'm just selling dope, selling heroin, rolling around with the homies in hotel rooms, getting loaded. Selling dope, selling heroin, getting loaded, rolling around with the homies in hotel rooms.
How is it? Let me, real quick, bro. So, if you sell methamphetamine, bro, you're like the Drew Hefner of the neighborhood. You feel me?
Right.
Man, methamphetamine, females, right? Go hand in hand, bro. Energizer Bunny, Jackrabbit status. You know what I mean? Jackhammer Hands was born. Is heroin the same way too? Is it like a just something that makes people like, I'm gonna, want to fuck? You know, like with the females, are they coming different? Like, what kind of females are coming? I mean, yeah, bro. Like, what kind of females score heroin, bro?
Nah, I mean heroin's more of a downer. You know what I'm saying? So heroin people are kind of just on slump. They really ain't moving. They really ain't doing shit, and that's what it was. Like, you got the tweaker bitches, right? The tweaker bitches, they'll come around. You can't really trust them bitches. You can't leave them alone with your shit. But the heroin bitches, they'll be fucking loyal to you. Cause they know you got their bag of heroin, and when they get sick, they fucking need you. So these fucking heroin chicks, they may not be the freakiest bitches, but they'll do whatever you tell them to do because they fucking need you, especially if you're their dealer.
There it is. There.
So these bitches are loyal. The heroin addicts, they're more loyal than the tweakers. The tweakers will burn you and help you look for your shit.
Well, let's think about that real quick. Let's you know what I mean? Peep gang. You know what? You're addicted to heroin, bro. I've seen motherfuckers addicted to heroin. County jail, the streets, bro. Heroin, bro, is one monster of a motherfucking drug, bro.
Yeah.
You know, bro, so if you are the connect, you are their dealer, bro. You know what I mean? It's probably you, the hospital, God. Right? Yeah. You know, if there was an order of superior entities in the world, right, bro? They need you more than they need God in the hospital, bro. Yeah. You feel me? I'm just saying, like, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, man. So it's just like, it's crazy. So, you know, I'm doing my thing, and then, you know, I'll be doing good for a little while, and I'll build all this shit up. I'm pushing the shit. I'm strung out the whole time, though, and then after a while, like, nothing lasts forever. I get popped. So I get popped. I'm in county. I do my little bid. I get out of county. I'm fucking selling dope, on heroin, selling heroin again, and I'm doing my thing.
In the county?
No, in the county I never really sold nothing.
No. Let's talk about when a heroin addict goes in the county, bro.
Yeah. So
shitting themselves, bro. Motherfucking Malias, homie, kicking motherfucking heroin. This is what I'm talking about. I wanted to say this right before when I was saying my little fucking 3 whoop-de-whoop-woos, dog. But I'm just saying, like, bro, I seen dudes, heroin, bro. I go in the county jail, and you know who's kicking dope, bro. They balled up, they sweated up, they still got blankets on them, they want a Snicker bars, any type of sugar. They shitting themselves, they can't get out of motherfucking bed. Heroin is a horrible fucking drug, bro. Every time I see that shit, I said, not me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shit, I'm gonna fucking do the motherfucking go-go gadget, where the Pookie at? Fuck that. Yeah. Hey, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and so it's just like, and the thing about heroin is like, I don't know if you've ever tried it or not, but it's like the first time
I've tried it, bro. I do it most of the time when I'm in jail, you know, and I don't slam it. I've never stuck a needle in my life. On God, on my babies.
Hey, you're a very smart man.
Never, bro, because I was around dudes that were doing that shit, and what it would do to them, I said, damn, if I gotta do that to get high, bro, then I ain't fucking with it, bro. Like, I put it in a spoon and pour it in my noses. That's it, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, in the gang module, the county jail, prison, bro, you know, just a little bop, and I'm good, bro. But I did get strung out one time doing that in my nose in Chuckawalla State Prison when it was good. And I mean, it's no good yard now. But when it was good, I was on a pro violation. I got strung out, dude, doing the spoon thing, bro. Yep. There was this dude that just kept, this dude puppet from, I don't even want to say his neighborhood. OG homie, bro. Bam, he just liked me, bro. And he would just hook me up. Hey, dog, bam. He didn't fuck with too many people. He see me when I got there and I formed my crew, whatever. He gave me, I got strung out, dog, from the spoon, bro.
Yep. That'll do it to you. I mean, but once you use that needle, man, it's like you make a pact with the devil. Like, you know what I mean? That shit's fucking for real, bro.
Go ahead and finish your story, but it's amazing to have you here, bro, as a sober man. But finish your story, bro, because I know dudes that have done heroin forever and they're still on like different medications and shit over that shit.
Yeah, so
but go ahead, finish your story, brother.
Shit keeps getting worse, right? So I'm on heroin, I get popped, I go to jail, whatever, I keep getting popped. I do a couple prison terms over these drugs and shit. Now, the second time I get out of prison, I'm like, you know, I'm real motivated. I'm not gonna use any drugs. I'm not gonna do anything. I go 6 months without using. Then they tell me you're gonna fucking be off testing. So as soon as they take me off testing, I start getting loaded again. And, you know, I just wind up on the streets, back and forth. I'm on the streets. Now there was a point, like, I went out to the desert, to what fucking city is that? This fucking shithole city out in the desert.
Desert Center. I worked out there one time.
It's like Desert Hot Springs, DHS.
Fuck, bro.
I went out to Desert Hot Springs to pick up some heroin because the heroin's cheap out there. The heroin was like hella cheap.
Was it good though?
It was good. It was good, and it was like half the price of what it was out here in LA. I even forget the prices now. It's been so long since I've been in the fucking mix, but this shit was cheap as fuck out there. And you know, I would go out there and fucking get my heroin and fucking, I wound up getting stuck out there. I just went out there for a week to pick up. Well, I wound up in that fucking desert for a year and a half. I never fucking came back for a year and a half.
Damn, bro.
But there was a point in time.
You were like a bubbled egg on that fucking sidewalk, huh?
Yeah. I was just roaming the streets in these fucking
They got
casinos.
some creatures out there, bro.
They got some crazy
The gutter is out there in
crawlers.
motherfucking Desert Hot Springs, bro.
They got some fucking straight night crawlers.
I've passed through there a couple times. I actually went there one time. Someone, one of my homeboy Flacco family, there's this fucking hotel up there, and they got like 3 different swimming pools, whatever. So it's just a spot to just go kick it, and kids go swimming and shit, dog. But it was hot as fucking. Passing through there, bro, I seen some raggedy ass drug addicts out there.
Yeah,
like LA drug addicts were making them motherfuckers look just like, God damn it, dog.
Yeah.
They got the worst of the worst, the bottom of the barrel, bro. Like there's people that can't even come into the city, dog, of LA because they burned every single bridge and they probably a wanted motherfucker, dog. And so they go out and hide out and get high as fucking Desert Hot Springs, dog. I'm sorry, but this is the fucking truth.
Yeah.
This is the truth, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bro, you were there for a fucking year, bro. What the fuck? How did you survive that?
Man, I just having to hustle. I literally had to hustle. I was on my grind. I had to fucking sell dope every day just to get a room and then get enough to be well so I wasn't sick. Every day I had to make sure I had enough dope to flip, to get myself high, and to get a room. Man, that shit was hell, man. Just
where were you out there? But you were there with the mix of the fools that were high off that shit. Like, how was the scenery right there?
I mean, the scene was grimy out there, bro. It's grimy. It's just people. I mean, the clientele I had out there was a lot of white boys. There was like a lot of white people, a lot of white boy clientele. That's who I picked up from. I picked up from a white boy who picked up from a paisa. So like, you know, it's just like I knew a lot of people who got loaded out there. I usually just kicked it with like 1 or 2 people. I had this bitch who would roll with me everywhere, or I had a homie who I would roll with, and we would just find spots to go to or hotels to go to, or we had, you know, there's always someone who's got a pad who gets loaded, so we'd go stay at that pad for a little bit. And then
let me ask you a question, bro. I gotta ask you this question, bro.
Shoot it.
Check it out, dog. You seem like you're kind of unaffected. Like when I'm on drugs, bro, I need women around me, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, bro, if you're doing heroin, I mean, do you have a girlfriend at any point of this time, bro?
I didn't have a girlfriend. I had a couple bitches who I would roll with everywhere.
Okay.
But these bitches, I don't know, man. It's like these bitches only were around for the heroin. It's like you couldn't trust no one, Lucky. No one could be trusted. Like, there'd be
Did you have relations with these females?
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously.
Okay, so it was just like... And I get it when you're on heroin, but still, dog, I've been on drugs like a motherfucker, bro. And I still had relationships, and I really believed that they were just like, yeah, I get it. You know what I mean? I'm supplying them, bro.
Yeah.
You know, everything is on me, you know, but I still feel like, and maybe I'm just a sucker for love, baby, looking for love in all the wrong places, but I still felt if there was love for each other at that time, dog, I felt that it was true, dog. It was real, because if not, I wouldn't have those bitches with me, dog.
No,
like I put females on the spot, bro, like, hey, check it out. I need you to do this for me, you know what I mean? And I'll see if they do it for me, I'll be like, all right, they are 1,000% with the business and with me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Knocking on fool's doors, knocking on fool's door, say it's you, they're gonna open the door, bop, I'm gonna get up in there, you know what I mean? Like I have females like that, and that's when I know that the love for each other is real, dog, you know what I mean? So I feel like even in drugs and in those environments, you can still find like real love.
Yeah, I don't know if I ever felt like I had a bitch that I was like in love with.
Okay.
The last bitch I felt like I was in love with was like when I was in high school, when I was in Whittier. I had another chick who I was like real in love with. She was a square. Right? She was this half Asian, half white girl. She didn't do any drugs, and I was fucking strung out. And I remember we would just kick it in the car, and we'd be kicking it, and I'd be jonesing. I'd be like, I gotta go inside. She'd be like, why? I'm like, I gotta go get high. And she'd be like, okay. And I'd go and get high, come back, and we just sit in the car. And, you know, I love this bitch because she loved me. And after a while, she was just like, I want to see what you're doing, like how you're getting high. And I fucking pulled out the needle, I put out the pookie, and I fucking got high in front of her. And she was just like like she's seen a ghost. She ain't never seen nothing like that in her life. And I fucking like, I must have fucking scarred that chick. And then that shit became so toxic because now it's like at a point she kind of realized like, oh fuck, I need to leave this dude.
Yeah.
And she'd be trying to leave, and I'd be knocking on her window,
Fatal,
jumping in her window, sneaking in. She'd be like, Andrew, you need to go. My parents are gonna find you. I'd be like, nah, I'm gonna hide in the closet. Yeah. I'd be knocking on the window in the middle of the night. It was crazy, bro.
I only need 5 minutes.
Yeah, just come outside. Let's just go on back. No one's gonna hear us. Just let me stay. I'll leave in the morning before they get up. But anyways, so I'm out here in the desert, right? I got these motherfucking people around me I don't trust. I got these bitches around me I don't trust. I didn't trust none of these bitches, Lucky, especially at that point in time, because yeah, I'm fucking with these bitches, and these bitches are hitting licks for me because I got the bag. Like, yo, go get this from the store, go get this from the store, go get this from the store, and I got you.
They boosting or what?
Yeah, they'd be boosting. Yeah. They come be bringing me shit, and the person I'm supplying, like I'm getting my supply from, like I would hook him up with some stuff and some money, and then he'd give me the dope, and then I'd be supplying these bitches who were like out here doing whatever they would do. And but as soon as like the bag was gone, like they're gone, they're ghosts, they ain't nowhere to be found. Like, yeah,
they didn't have no real love for you.
Yeah,
they were there 100% there for the bag.
100% there for the bag. And
that kind of that, you know what, honestly, bro, like even if a motherfucker's high and shit, you still feel that.
Yeah,
you still feel that.
Yeah,
you can still feel that.
So there was a point in time where I was slamming heroin, and I got this, like I missed or something, and I got this abscess in my arm, and that shit got big and huge, bro, and that shit was just like big, swollen. I'm like, fuck it, I just missed. Like that shit'll go away in a couple days. But that shit was there for a week, bro, and that shit was so painful. And I wound up having to go to the hospital. So I was sick. I was like throwing up. I was really weak. I went to the hospital, and they did some tests on me, and I'm like, I could barely move. Like, and one of the homies dropped me off at the hospital, and me and the homegirl, here was another situation. Me and the homegirl were at the hospital, and she's supposed to wait for me, you know what I mean? But like, I'm in the hospital sick, and I'm literally dying, and the homie's paranoid, so he don't want to stay. He just drops me and the homegirl off, and we're waiting in the hospital, and they're doing the tests, and they take me in to do the tests, and they're like, okay, we'll be out in a bit. Like, she can't come in with you. And like, I'm in there getting my test done, and I come out and the bitch is gone. And she left me there, whatever, fuck her. But she probably needed to get high. She was tired of waiting for me. She went to go find her bag, whatever. I ain't mad at her about it. But anyway, I wound up dipping from the hospital, and they called me back a couple days later, and they told me I had MRSA, and it was really bad. And
what's MRSA?
MRSA is like a staph infection in the blood, and that shit can kill you. It starts just like eating you from the inside out. And it was really bad, and the doctors were like, you need to get back to the hospital. Like, you don't look good. And, I had this homie, and I had a homie, and, I was trying to go pick up some stuff, and this dude was a real dude. He was like one of my homeboys, and I told him, yo, give me a ride to go pick up. And this fool, the homie was like, bro, you should go to the hospital, fool. Like, you should really go to the hospital. I'm like, just give me a ride to pick up real quick, and I'll worry about that after. And this fool's like, all right, where are we going? And, instead of like giving me a ride to go do what I was going to do, this fool just dropped me off at the hospital. And I'm like, well, fuck it, I'm already here. I went into the hospital, and I could barely walk. And they take me into the hospital, and, I'm really bad. I could barely move. And they're like, yo, you're dying. You got MRSA. You got this blood clot in your arm, and it's not going away. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look like you're going to make it. And I was literally like on my deathbed. They're like, you probably aren't going to make it. They're like, is there anyone you want us to call? And I'm like, you guys can call my mom. So they call my mom. They tell her to like, your son's dying. At this point, my mom moved to Maryland with her husband. My mom had cut me off completely. She didn't want to have anything to do with me because I'm fucking stuck on these drugs. There was even points where I got out of county and I went to my mom's house, and she wasn't there anymore. As soon as I hit county, she had moved. So she didn't want me knowing where she was at. And the whole time I'm in the hospital, I got a drip IV in one arm, and I'm hitting up people to come bring me dope. And like, I got the homie and the homegirl in my hotel room, and they're in the bathroom. They're smoking dope, getting loaded. They're bringing me dope. I got a drip IV in one arm, and I'm fucking shooting up in my other arm. Like, barely surviving. And the doctors are looking at me, and they're testing me every day, and they're just like, how are you dying and your fucking drug levels are going up? Like, this shit don't make sense. So after a while, they just stopped my visits. They're like, no one could come visit you no more.
How are they gonna fuck up your death?
Yeah, how are you gonna fucking just let
how
me
are you gonna fuck up? Let's be real. Frankie, leave it on this camera right here, dog, and do me a solid right here, baby. Give me right there. How is it? I get it, bro. They have a professional responsibility, bro, to make sure that their hospital doesn't get any lawsuits, right? Doesn't get sued, right? But I'm saying, man, at the end of the day, like, how you gonna fuck up somebody's death?
Yeah.
If this is the way this man wants to go, well, fuck it, let it go. I'm gonna turn a blind eye, baby. You know what I mean? Turn the other way and shit. Go ahead, bro.
And I've never been suicidal. It's not like I wanted to die. I just needed to stay high. Like, I was living to be high. I was high to live, living to be high. Like, and it's not like I was ever suicidal or I wanted to die. I just needed to remain high all the time. Like, that was my go-to. That was my higher power. That was like my everything. I needed that shit in order to get by. So, I wound up getting out of the hospital, and just at one point in time, lucky I had looked at my life, and I'm just like, man, in middle school and high school, like, I was a real popular kid. Like, I had a lot of friends. Everyone liked me. And I went from being this real fucking popular kid in high school, I had all these fucking bitches on me all the time, and to being like this fool in the neighborhood who motherfuckers didn't really like, were uneasy around, to just being this fucking dope fiend on the streets, like roaming the streets, having to fucking struggle to get by every day.
Did they ever see you like that? I mean, did you ever have a moment in your life where you were on the streets, tore the fuck up, probably been up too long, bro, and then all of a sudden one of the high school females that used to be on your jock, bro, passes by and she acts like she don't see you?
Bro, I mean, nah, that never happened, but I'd be posting stories on fucking Instagram, shot the fuck out, acting like I'm fucking the shit. Like, I'd be straight fucking smoked out the game, posting some crazy shit, bro. Like, not giving a fuck. Like, this is what it is. And I was in the mind frame where, like, I'm a drug addict. This is how I'm gonna be. This is how I'm gonna die. Like,
it's a whole different world, bro. It's a whole different world, bro.
Yeah.
And you know what? One thing that the regular society, the sober society, will not accept, bro, is a fucking meth addict or a fucking heroin addict. They're not gonna accept it. Like, I don't accept it in my life right now, bro.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Look at fucking Drew Hefner right here. You know what I mean? Bang the fuck out right here. Bop bop. Don't play with D. Leo the jeweler, baby. I gave 2 of these away, right? But I ain't giving away this one right here. But anyways, they don't respect it, bro. And so when you're on drugs and you're in that racket, that market, that underground, bro, that is the city. That is the community, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it rarely does one fuck with somebody that's sober unless they're from the neighborhood, bro. Yeah. You feel me? Unless they're from the hood or something. But anyways, go ahead, dog.
Yeah, so okay, so I'm on my deathbed, and at one point I'm just like, fuck it. Like, I can't fucking live like this no more. You know what I mean? I can't live like this no more. I remember my mom, and I'd go into prison, and like, my mom wouldn't take my calls. My pops would always take my calls. Both times I got out the joint, my dad picked me up. Both times.
Shout out to Pops.
Yeah, shout out to Pops. He was always there for me. He was there for my court dates. Baby. But at one point in time, I was just like, fuck, man, I need to do something different, because I'm gonna wind up dying like this. You know what I mean? Like, I lost everything. Like, I ain't making money at this no more. Now I'm just struggling. It's not like I'm fucking selling dope, like making money anymore. Like, now I'm just struggling to get by, and it's fucking hurting. Life hurts right now.
I mean, how high did your appetite get? That now that you're at a point where you know what I mean?
Well, it got to a point where I wasn't even getting high anymore. It was just like, I was just fucking, I just needed heroin to not be sick.
Yeah.
And it was just like, fuck, I can't even get high anymore. This was before all the fentanyl shit came out. Like, I'm glad I got off this shit before the fentanyl came out, because I may not have made it through that fentanyl shit the way I got high. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I called up my mom at one point. I'm like, and my mom had always told me, like, Andrew, if you ever want to be back in our life, you need to go to rehab. That's the only way you'll be back in our life. And I tell her, I'm never going to rehab. Like, I'm never going to rehab. I'm going to die this way. So I finally decided, you know what? I'm going to fucking try it. What do I got to lose at this point? I called my mom. I told her, I'm ready to try a rehab out. I had a homie who went through a rehab, who worked at the rehab. I hit him up. He's like, yo, call this chick up. She's going to get you a spot. I hit her up. She's like, yeah, be here this day. So, you know, I wound up going into the rehab, and I was kicking heroin hard, bro. I was kicking hard. I tried to get loaded the night before I went in. Like, I remember I was like roaming the streets. I was in Pasadena, and I was in my neighborhood, and I was trying to find someone to pick up from, but no one was picking up. And all the spots I went to, no one was around. So by the time I got to that rehab, I was really dope sick. Shout out to that rehab. It saved my life. It turned everything around for me. But I was really dope sick, and I was there for 4 hours. And after 4 hours, I said, fuck it, I'm leaving. So I checked myself out, and I was headed to Skid Row. Now, while I was in the hospital dying from this MRSA shit, I was in the hospital for 3 months. And I finally, after 3 months, like, I somehow survived. It was miraculous. I survived. The doctors literally told me, like, yo, you maybe got 30 days. Like, who do you want us to call? And my mom came out to visit me. And, but I made it out of that shit miraculously by the grace of God. And, I remember when I was leaving when I was in the hospital with the MRSA, I had applied for, Social Security or something. And they wound up giving it to me. So I was getting a little bit of money. And, when I was leaving the rehab, I had my little Social Security card. And I was fucking headed to Skid Row. I was dope sick as fuck. Now for about 7 years, bro.
Let me stop you real quick, bro. The 3 months, bro, that you almost died and you miraculously survived it, bro. Were you high the whole time of those 3 months in there?
Yeah. I was high most of the time. I was having people bring me in dope the whole time. And once I knew they were going to cut me off and not allow me to have any more drugs, I had someone bring me in enough to sustain me. Then once I ran out, I was sick, and I wound up just leaving the hospital. They're like, yo, you shouldn't leave yet. I'm like, I'm out. I'm out.
Well, let me just say this right now. Dr. Fauci, if you're watching Hoodstock's podcast right now, heroin cures MRSA. Heroin cures MRSA. There you go.
Yeah, I mean,
you never know, baby.
Whatever they gave me, that drip IV was so strong, bro. Like, they had me literally on a drip IV
with a bunch of medications in it. Yeah. I mean, I say that in a humorous way, bro. But and I hate to make a joke out of this, but we got to make light of fucking bad situations. I do it to myself all the time.
I feel it.
Yeah.
So they wound up giving me some pills, and they're like, you got to keep taking these pills in order, like, to supplement these antibiotics or whatever we're giving you intravenously. So whatever, I wound up surviving that. Grace of God, thank you for letting me survive that. But I'm leaving this rehab, right? And everything in my body and soul was telling me, like, yo, fucking go back. Like, you were there, like, you had it. But this urge and this craving and this fucking blindness, like, I just need to fucking get loaded right now. I'm so sick. I need to get loaded. Had me headed towards Skid Row. Like, I had homies, like, I never lived on Skid Row, but I would go to Skid Row because I knew the homeboys on the fucking block right there, and I would just go fucking chop it up with people on Skid Row. And I knew where to pick up on Skid Row. So after me leaving that rehab, like, an hour later, I was, like, in a tent in Skid Row shooting up in my arm again. But I remember when I was leaving that fucking rehab, for 7 years, lucky I didn't pray, because I felt like I had done too much dirt in my life. There's too much shit I did in my life. Like, I didn't deserve to pray to God. Like, I didn't deserve to ask for help. I had figured I was already going to high, and I had going to hell, and I had made peace with it. You know what I mean? So I never prayed. For 7 years, I didn't talk to God at all. And while I was leaving that rehab, like, I was kind of like teary-eyed, like, fuck, like, you almost had it. I had said a prayer in that moment, and I said, like, God, like, I know I hadn't talked to you in a long time, but here it is. Like, if you're there, and if my life means anything, I need you to save me. Like, I need you to lock me up, because that's the only way I'm going to be able to kick this shit, because I already tried on my own. And if my life's not worth saving, fuck it, just let me die like this, but let me go out quick. Just let me fucking, just don't lock me up in whatever. I know I'm good to go. So 2 days later, I'm picking up on Skid Row. I'm back on the same block in Skid Row, picking up, and the fucking hoodas roll up on me, and I wound up getting busted. So I'm like, oh, fuck, man, why did I say that prayer? And now I'm in fucking county, and I'm fucking kicking, and I'm like, fuck, why did I say that prayer? And for the first 2 weeks of me in county. I'm trying to call everyone, bail me out. I got this money. I got you. I'll pay you back. No one's fucking with me.
Because they know it's all bullshit.
Yeah, they know it's all bullshit. I mean, and through the whole time, I was getting loaded. Like, I never stole from no one. I was never a thief. Like, I never stole from nobody. Like, that wasn't my get down. If I'm going to take some shit from someone, I'm going to take it from them. Like,
well, there's a difference, bro.
Straight up.
There's a difference. There's a difference between stealing and taking, ladies and gentlemen, of the Hoodstocks platform. And stealing is just kind of sucks, bro. But I'm a fucking thief at all. I've been a thief in all fucking levels, bro. But it's a lot more prideful to say, man, I took that shit from you, homie. Yeah. Fuck you going to do, dog?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I never been a thief. Like, I never stole nothing from nobody, but I definitely took shit from people.
But dolphins be stealing like a motherfucker, too, dog. They steal a motherfucking, your kid's bicycle off your front lawn, dog. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers, where'd the wheelbarrow go? Like, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden, you see a motherfucking, some bitch getting wheelbarrow down the fucking street, homie, nodded the fuck out.
They'll steal one shoe. They'll give you a one right shoe and just take the other one, and they couldn't find the other one and still steal a shoe from you. Yeah. But... Anyway, so
it's all you need is one Jordan,
right?
Not one pair, but one Jordan.
I got one Jordan for sale.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I'm in county, right? And I'm like, fuck, man, why? After 2 weeks of me in county, like I finally kick. I get through the kick. I kick cold turkey in county.
Damn.
And now I'm a little more clear headed, right? I'm 2 weeks off of heroin.
And how long have you been this clear headed, bro?
I hadn't been 2 weeks without any drugs since the last time I got busted. You know what I mean?
So we're talking years.
We're talking years.
Okay, years that you haven't been clear-headed. So all of a sudden, bro, how does it feel to get sober off of heroin?
Now I'm scared. Now I'm in the county and I'm scared because I'm scared like, fuck, I don't want to get out now. Now I get out, I'm going to go right back to the street. Like, what am I going to do? Like, where am I going to go to? So now I'm kind of scared to get out. And, you know, I wound up going to court and they're like, oh, you're just going to do 30 days because it's just a misdemeanor drug charge. And I know, like, I'm about to get released again. And now I'm scared to get released. Like, I didn't know what I was going to do when I was going to get out. All I knew was the streets. So I said another prayer to God. You know what I mean? I said another prayer to God and I said, God, all right, I know I prayed for this, but if that was really you, I got a little sister. My little sister is 20 years younger than I am. And at this point, what am I, like 29, 30 or something? I never spent a single holiday with my little sister since she was born because I had been loaded the whole time. I've been loaded her whole life. My sister had only seen a dope fiend brother growing up. She never seen her actual brother.
Shout out to the sisters that had to put up with that shit. I mean, we love you. And I got a little sister too. I didn't make it to her fucking wedding because I was tweaked the fuck out and I was just like... And you know what? And you know what's crazy about it? I didn't show up to her wedding, and I was so emotional about it. But I felt more sorry for myself than I felt for her of me not showing up because they knew the condition that I was in, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I didn't want to show up to the wedding like that with a bunch of fucking just bright-faced, sober people, happy people, you know what I mean, on this crazy fucking other level, bro. And I'm in the underground, stuck in the underground. I didn't want to face that, bro, in front of, you know, the family and her and everything, you know what I mean? But the drugs made me feel like it wasn't my fault, you know?
Yeah.
You know, and the drugs will make you think a lot of things, you know, that are incorrect.
Yeah, and do shit that ain't even us. That we ain't even those people, man. It's like a whole different person. So while I was in county, I said a prayer. I said another prayer to God. Like, God, if that was you, give me the opportunity to spend one holiday with my little sister. Just one holiday, and then I'll go really try to make a change. And, you know, part of me changing actually is because of my little sister, because I had a moment of realization where, like, fuck, I really got a problem here. Because, you know, I'm making these promises to God and I'm asking for this shit, but at the whole time in the back of my mind, I'm still thinking, like, maybe I could fucking get loaded just a little bit. Like, I still got these reservations in the back of my mind. So this was, like, right before the 4th of July, and I wound up getting out, like, April, May. I wound up getting out, like, June 29th or something. Like, 5 or 6 days before the 4th of July. So that was another, like, prayer that was answered, you know what I mean? So I was like, fuck. Okay, I'm going to spend this holiday with my sister, and then I'm going to go try to give this a shot. And the whole time in my mind, I still kind of got this reservation. So I get out of county, right? I hop on the bus, and I'm headed to my pops' pad. Now, at this point, my pops was kind of like, didn't want to fuck with me anymore because I've been fucking up. Like, I've been fucking up. They've been trying to help me. You know, I ain't fucking making any progress. So I get to my pops' pad, and my pops is kind of like cool with it. He's like, what do you want? Like, what are you doing here? I'm like, I'm going to try to fucking change. I'm going to try to change. Like, I just need somewhere to stay until I can get into the spot. So I got out. I called up my homie who was at the rehab. He's like, yeah, I called old girl. She's like, okay, be here on this day. And so my dad wound up letting me stay there. And I wound up going to my mom's to pick up some of my stuff from my mom. My pops let me use the car to go to my mom's to pick up some stuff from my mom's. And on the way fucking back to my pops' pad, one of the homies hits me up and was like, hey, yo, what's up? Where you at? I'm like, yo, I'm about to go to rehab. And he was just like, all right, stop by real quick. So I stopped by the homie. He's with some hyena and like some other chick and some fool, and they're just chilling, drinking. I'm just like, I kind of knew I shouldn't have got in there. And he's like, what's up, fool? Where you been at? I'm like, oh, I was busted. I'm going to go to rehab. And he's like, oh, yeah, you're going to go to rehab? All right. And he pulls out like an 8-ball dope and throws it to me. And I'm just like, fuck, man. I should have never stopped here. And then I wound up fucking getting high. I went back to my pops' pad. I dropped the car off. I wound up bouncing from my pops' pad. You know, I hit up one of the homegirls. I'm like, where you at? She's like, I got a Momo come through. So I went to the Momo with her. We're chilling, whatever. And I'm just stuck in that Momo now. And the 4th of July comes around, and I remember fucking loaded on the 4th of July. And I was supposed to go to the rehab like on the 6th. And I remember calling my pops on 4th of July, like, yo, where you guys at? And then he was like, we're at the park watching the fireworks with your sister. Like, where are you at? You know what I mean? Because I was supposed to be there.
Yeah.
And I was just like, fuck. Like, I was just so ashamed, bro. And in that moment, like, I knew, like, man, like, I wasn't really tripping on my relationship with God because I had already, like, knew I was going to hell at some point. Like, I had already, like, fuck it, if I go to hell, whatever. But my little sister, like, I made a prayer to God for my little sister. And my little sister never did no wrong to no one in the world. And I broke, not only did I break a promise to God, I broke a promise to my little sister that she didn't even know I made to her.
Yeah.
So, you know, at that point, that's when it kind of like really clicked in my head, like, fuck, fool, you're fucked up. You just fucking burned your own little sister. So I wound up going to this rehab, bro, and I really gave it a shot, man. I really gave it a shot. I was able to, like, you know, discover things about me where just like, you know, they call them character defects, my flaws. Like, you know, I always been a person who never wanted to fit in. I always wanted to stand out. And, you know, that's good to some level. You know what I mean?
I like that. Sometimes you ain't got to fit in, you got to stand out. But this dude was standing out on a whole nother level and shit.
That shit, I took it to the extreme, and it, like, I kind of went off the deep end with it. But, you know, this place changed my life around, man. And within that time, like, I wound up staying at that place. Shout out that rehab. I'll just say it. Impact in Pasadena. You know, they took me in. Impact.
I tried to get in that rehab one time.
Yeah?
Yeah, I did.
You know, I wound up staying there.
There was a fucking sick-ass waiting list, dog.
Yeah.
Well,
I really, anyone who gets in, I work in admissions, man. I get them in.
You know what, bro? Because I'm from Highland Park, right? Highland Park, Pasadena. You know what I mean? Come on now. It's neighboring cities right there. And I tried to get in that rehab Impact, bro, in Pasadena. One time I was on parole and I was fucked up, bro. And I'm always trying to look out for myself. And I you know, I have a little bit of sense, even when I'm high, to know, like, look, you fucked up, bro. And the shit is fucked up, dog. Everything is fucked up, doggy. Like, damn, homie, like, you need to do something, bro. You know, I don't know what you need to do. And this is my conscience talking to me. My conscience is strong, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? And my conscience be like, food. And so I've tried to check myself into rehabs. 2 times, bro. 2 times I tried to, and there was a waiting list every single time. And when a mother, you know what is crazy about when you on drugs, bro? Like, homie, you are asking me a lot of technical shit right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
you want me to fill out this fucking clipboard?
Yeah, bro. It's like a lot of shit, bro, to get into a rehab, bro. Like, homie, and it turned me away, bro. So I can imagine it turned thousands of dudes away trying to get into rehab because they're like, well, all right, well, you know, 110 questions, bro. What the fuck? You know what I mean? I'm high. I need help. What's cracking? You know what I mean? I just need to pull through. You open the door. You let me sleep on that motherfucking mattress, that steel motherfucking cookie sheet bed, bro. I don't give a fuck. I need the place to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, bro, like rehabs need to get their shit together, dog. And I don't know if it's all rehabs, but maybe because I was in Pasadena, you know what I mean? Impact, bro. You know, and they were just like, how is it to get there, bro? Is there a waiting list? Am I speaking not facts, bro? You know what I mean?
I mean, there was a point in time where they operated off a waiting list. We don't operate off a waiting list anymore. Now it's kind of just like first come, first serve when something's available.
But what does first come, first serve mean?
It's
first
like,
comes, first serve. Oh, but you fill out the packet of papers, bitch.
It's like we'll do a screening with you and we'll call you back when something's available, pretty much like that. There was a waiting list at one point.
We'll call you back? I don't even got a phone number. I'm on the only pay phone in my neighborhood because they done took it all down. Gentrification, motherfuckers. You know what I mean? I'm on the only pay phone in Highland Park right now. Wait, Frankie. You know what I mean? Who got a flip phone around this bitch? You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, bro, like, what the fuck, dog? We'll call you back. I ain't got a return number. I'm too fucked up, bro.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up situation.
Call me at my homie's pad and I'll be there at 3:30 Tuesday fucking afternoon. Fuck you. You know what I mean? What the fuck? Go ahead. I'm sorry, dog.
It's all good. It's all good.
Like, sometimes I go out on these little tangents, dog. You know what I mean? I can't help myself, dog. I got a minor case of Tourette's, dog. Pop! Go ahead, dog.
So, you know, this place just changed my life around. And within that time, you know, I was able to put some time together. After I decided to stay longer there and try to work there. And, you know, from roaming the streets for 17 fucking years, dog, like, I was at that rehab. I was there for 6 months like they hired me. I wound up doing an RA thing there. It's called residential aid, where you stay there and you kind of like work there as a patient. And then I became an intern, and then they hired me there.
We're skipping ahead of the story, sir. Hold on a second. We skipping up, dog, and I apologize for that because I did that to you, bro. I got you on that rehab shit, dog. Peep game, bro. You trying to sober up and you finally in the rehab, bro.
Yeah.
That's what we should be going off of, bro.
Yeah.
And I apologize about that. I fuck motherfuckers up sometimes, dog.
Well, yeah, so it was easy. It was easier the first time. It was easier when I went the second time, because the second time I went to that rehab, I wasn't strung out on heroin. So I wasn't kicking. So I just needed some good sleep and some good food. And once I was able to get some good sleep and some good food, I was able to just kick it. So, you know, now I'm in this rehab and I'm just fucking pretty much doing this work on myself, man. And I got to do this work on myself to figure out, like, who the fuck I am, what the fuck leads me to keep going back to this lifestyle that I'm going back to, and, you know, is change possible? And you know what really helped me out, Lucky, is I saw people like myself, and I saw people like you, and I saw people like us in that rehab that had fucking lives. People that I knew from the streets, I was running the streets with, that I was doing dirt with, and these motherfuckers got time sober and they got time clean. I'm like, how is this motherfucker sober? Like, this
Start
motherfucker
hating on
was out
sober
there.
motherfuckers.
I was like, this motherfucker was out there doing the most. Like, and now this fool's like a completely different person. This fool got a car. This fool got a job. This fool got his own place. Like,
yeah, you're like a little bitch too. You know what I mean? Homie, I remember you, bitch.
It's like
skid marks. Every time you slam dope, you shit your pants, dog. Stupid.
So I just started seeing like people that I knew that I could relate with, like doing things in a manner where like they weren't having to struggle. So I'm like, well, fuck it. If this motherfucker can do it, maybe I can do it. You know what I mean? Maybe I can give it a shot. Like,
gave you hope.
It gave me hope, man.
Shit, hope, baby.
You know, I'm not a real religious person. I'm a spiritual person, and you know.
Well, I mean, I'm not a religious person. I'm a spiritual person. I mean, explain that.
So, you know, they say religious people, like, they're scared of hell. You know what I mean? They're scared of going to hell.
My boy K9 in the house. Give it up for my boy K9, baby. K9, you get my cup, baby. Get my cup, doggy. I'm sorry. Oh, is there more over there? I'm sorry, doggy. I love my boy K9, dog.
You know, and there ain't nothing wrong with being religious, but, you know, religious people are, like, scared of hell. Like, spiritual people, I feel like... spiritual people are already been to hell.
Spiritual was like, hey, you know what? God wants me to get high right now. I feel the energy, you know. I gotta slam this dope. And then Frankie pops up and he's like, yep, slam the dope.
Yeah. I mean, spiritual people have been to hell and back. So I've been to hell and back, so ain't nothing really I'm afraid of anymore.
Hey, Kenan, give me some ice right there. Before I send you hell and back. No, just just like my boy again. You're a gangster. I ain't selling that for ads. We got ads. Hold on. We got to do ads right now. Let's take a quick break. We're going to get back to the spiritual.
Can I hit the restroom real quick?
Yeah, hit the restroom. Go ahead. Put the ad on me, baby. You got to put the ad on me, doggy. I'm here now, dog. What do we got? We got to pay the bills, doggy. We got to pay the motherfucking bills, homie. Yes, sir. This evening's podcast is brought to you by, hold on, let me take a drink of this shit real quick. I tried to do the Steezy motherfucking ad and I was just like, shit's too good, dog. I mean, and then fucking Killer Kush just pulled up on me and shit and dropped me a whoop-de-whoop-whoop and I'm gonna be like, fuck, I ain't gonna feel able to finish this motherfucking podcast. And it was gonna be like, drunk ass Lucky. His lady should have kept him in the house for clicking on those, liking all those Fashion Nova motherfucking pictures on Instagram. Shout out to the females that monitor your dudes on the pictures they like. You got problems. Okay, this evening's podcast is brought to you by Gutter Phenom. It's a lifestyle brand that is dedicated to supporting and inspiring individuals who are determined to achieve their dreams. We believe that no matter where you come from or what you've been through, with hard work and dedication, anything is possible. Portion of our proceeds are donated to organizations, baby, that provide vocational training for pro leads and scholarships for those in the need of drug and alcohol treatment. This is a good brand right here. Let's visit gutterphenom.com and use exclusive code Hoodstock to receive 20% off your order today. Yes. This evening's podcast is also brought to you. Oh, yeah, I can't forget these motherfuckers right here. These are my G's right here. Origin Bakery Equipment, your one-stop shop for all your bakery and restaurant equipment needs. Home-based to wholesale commercial bakeries, new and used. Follow them on Instagram at Origin Equipment LLC, and you can pull up on them in the city of South El Monte, baby. You know what I mean? You better take a strap with you because it's dangerous out there, dog. At 10441 Rush Street, South El Monte. And this evening's podcast is also brought to you by, hold on, my boy D. Leo, the jeweler, dog. My personal private jeweler is running 10% off discounts all January and February on custom work. He has the best prices in the game, and the attention to detail is one of a kind that you can't go get anywhere else. DeLeo the jeweler, the reason his prices are much more affordable than competitors is because he's a one-stop shop, does everything himself. Yes, he does. Look it, from creating your 3D file to casting gold, polishing your P's, and even setting diamonds. Unlike other jewelers, he doesn't cut corners and give you less quality product for your money. Every piece he does is crafted to exactly the specifications you want that fits your budget at the highest quality. How? Baby, this is the motherfucking G right here. At D. Leo the jeweler. Follow him on Instagram. Don't fuck around, dog. Shout out to my boy. Check it out, dog. I gave 2 of these away. I get fucked up and I've been like, dog, I love you too, dog. Oh, fuck, I ain't seen you in a long time. Take my chain, dog. Hey, here's some keys in my car, dog. You know what I mean? Hey, you know what I mean? Fucking here's some lotion in the bathroom. Jack off before you leave, dog. I don't want you fucking feeling any type of way. No, I'm just fucking. Hey, I'm just saying, I get my chain. I get 2 of my chains up. And I got this one back and we went a little bit bigger, dog. Just to test the waters out, dog. K9, what you think, dog?
Love it.
You love it, baby?
Yeah.
Look at this right here, dog.
Yeah, that's chunky, dog.
Bigger than my fucking finger, dog. Fuck. God damn it, dog. All right, we are back with Moreno, a.k.a. his government name, Andrew. He's out of Pasadena. What hood are you from in Pasadena, sir?
Moreno PASADENA, DPR.
Okay. Okay. Pasadena
neighborhood.
Yeah, absolutely, brother. Okay, so check it out, dog. You in the rehab for the second time and sober, and you're feeling in a certain type of way, and so this begins your turn, your change.
Yeah. So this just begins my change, and it's like, it's just pretty much I just gotta stay away from the dope, man. It's like, and at first it's hard, you know what I mean? It's still like there's times like I get pissed, like everything would be drugs. Like when I was mad, I'd get loaded. When I was happy, I'd get loaded. When I was sad, I'd get loaded. When I was bored, I'd get loaded. Like getting loaded was my go-to thing to do. Like it was everything I did. It was all I would do. So now it's like I got to figure out how to fucking live life without the use of drugs. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I just got to find other things to occupy my time.
Occupy your time, occupy your mind. You got to start fucking creating new friends, bro. You got to become a super fucking loner, bro. You know, like not fuck with nobody. And I hate using the word super because it's just it's a super word.
And, and it's not even about that. It all depends on where you're at in your, you know, in your mind space.
And
like
your sobriety.
In the beginning.
I mean, are you in the beginning of a sobriety like that from such a long run, bro, of slamming heroin, bro? I mean, you're fragile, right?
Yeah, very fragile. In the beginning, like, you know, I knew my boundaries. In the beginning, I knew, like, okay, I can't fuck around with this shit. Like, in the beginning, I knew for a while, like, I gotta kind of distance myself from my pops because, you know, things with my pops, like, I'd get real emotional over shit with my pops. Like, my pops would make me hot, and they'd be like, fuck, that fool got me mad. Like, I want to get loaded. You know what I mean? So I had to I'd have to make a boundary where I know I'm comfortable enough to deal with my emotions and deal with this anger or whatever it is inside me where I'm not going to trigger it to make me want to bounce and get loaded. And that took about a year. And after a year, it was cool. You know what I mean? After a year, I was able to just do my thing. Like, I don't even think about getting loaded no more. Like, I'm at casinos all the time, fucking playing poker, and people are fucking drinking, taking shots around me. I'm at the studio with the homies. They're fucking in there smoking weed. My other homie's pops does heroin.
So check it out.
He's still doing his thing.
Check it out.
It don't faze me no more.
I get you, bro. But check it out, bro. So you're sober, bro.
Yeah.
And nobody knows a sober Andrew, bro. In your family, right?
Right.
And so what changes? What happens? What moms, bro? The militant, the freaking iron fists, bro.
Yeah. So my mom's, you know, and you know, people don't want to hear me to say like, oh, I'm gonna be better. They want to see it. Like, people see patterns. They see actions. The words don't mean shit until something comes with it. So, like, you know, I'm there, and it's just like, you know, I'm staying sober. My mom's kind of letting me come around. She's coming to visit me. She's bringing me, like, she'll bring me a little care package. She'll drop off some Ferion. Like, she'll just fucking let me go visit. For a while, in the beginning, like, I didn't really talk to my pops, like I said, because, like, it was kind of like a fragile thing with my pops.
You had relations from that scenery, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're trying to get away from that.
There were certain things that I knew may trigger me. Not that my pops was, like, triggering me, but it's just myself, within myself.
100%.
Like,
you got to distance yourself. And you know where you got to distance yourself from. And unfortunately, it was from your pops, bro.
So, you know, my mom's just happy I'm in the rehab, and now she's talking to me a little bit. She's letting me come visit her on the weekends. And, you know, there was a point in time, my mom got married. And when my mom got married, she didn't invite me to her wedding because I was strung out. Like, I knew my mom got married because I seen my brother's pictures on his Instagram at my mom's wedding. I was like, what the fuck? My mom got married. She didn't even tell me. Like, she didn't invite me to the wedding. But I was strung out. Like, she didn't want me around. So, you know, I wound up, my mom's like coming around. She's seeing me. She's letting me go home on visits. She's just happy and trying to be supportive of this. Like, my mom's always wanted me to fucking clean up. And now I'm finally cleaning up. So she's kind of showing a little bit of support towards it. Now, I wound up getting a job at this fucking rehab. And, you know, I'm still living there. I get a job there. And I wound up getting my own place. So at 9 months, I get hired at this rehab. A few months later.
What are you doing at the rehab?
At this point.
You get hired. What are you doing? They put you in a position to get your own place.
Yeah.
You still getting that Social Security too?
I was while I was in the rehab. Once I started getting some paychecks, they cut it off. You know what I mean? They're like, okay, now you're working. They cut it off. So, I'm at the rehab. They hire me as a receptionist because I was working as a patient on the phones, answering phones, and the lady who was working as a receptionist wound up getting loaded and she got fired. So they put me there. I interned in that position, and then they wound up hiring me in that position.
Right.
So they hired me there, and
what was the qualifications?
Just to be able to answer the phone, be able to transfer calls, just do multitask shit, be able to like send mail in, send mail out, HIPAA shit, like not breaking confidentiality laws to people, being able to check releases, stuff like that.
Is it safe to say you were a secretary?
Something like that, yeah. I was a receptionist. It's probably even less than a secretary. I was like a receptionist, though.
Gotcha.
I'd just be answering phones. I'd be directing traffic pretty much. Any calls that came in, any mail that came in, anything that was coming in the facility and going out, I was directing the traffic on which way it would go. So, yeah, something like a secretary.
So when you're in that position, I guess depending on your boss is depending if you got to show up with a skirt on or not.
Nah, never showed up with no fucking skirt on, ever.
I'm just fucking with you.
I would have to wear a collared shirt, though. I would have to wear a shirt with a collar.
Hey, dog, if you're going to work for me, you better show up with a skirt on Monday morning, dog.
I'd be like, fuck that job.
Like, what the fuck?
I'm out of here.
What do they call it? Who do you got to contact after that, bro? What is the part of the department that you got to contact? Resources? Is it
Human resources. HR.
HR. Give me the number to HR. They're like, that's 911 at this company, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I ain't getting it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Go ahead, dog.
So, I wound up getting my own place, going back and forth to work. I got a place that was close enough to work where I could walk to work. I was either going to get a car or get a place. I wound up getting a place because I don't want to move back in with moms. Like, I definitely don't want to move back in with moms. COVID had hit and, like, shit was crazy. So I wound up getting my own place. I'm walking to work. And, the whole dynamic is shifting. Like, my mom's is kind of seen, like, oh, shit, like, this fool got his own place. This fool ain't asking me for nothing. Like, I would ask my mom for some help. Sometimes, like, Mom, I need some money. Like, my mom would be like, nope. I'd be in jail. I'd be like, Mom, I need money. I'm hungry. I'm going to sleep hungry. I ain't got no soups. She'd be like, nope. My pops, I would call my pops. Every time I call my pops and be like, Pops, I'm hungry. I need some money. Like, my pops would send the money every fucking time.
Shout out to Pops.
Yeah, every fucking time. My pops never, let me go hungry when it came to that type of shit.
Shout out to Pops.
But,
Shout out to Pops, baby.
Yeah. My mom see me, like, being responsible, taking care of myself, and just making a change. So the relationship with my mom, we became a lot closer. And I wound up getting my own car, getting my own place. I moved from one place to another place. Now my mom's living in Maryland, right? And my mom wound up marrying a man who was also in the program, in the AANA program, and he had about 5 years clean. Damn. And it's just coincidental. And my mom's from El Sereno. She grew up in that whole neighborhood. And I think that's why my mom was so distasteful of my whole get down, my whole being from a neighborhood and all that shit. Because
she's seen it.
Yeah, she's seen it. She's like, I worked too hard to get away from this. Like, you're not going to drag me back into it.
Back. I feel like that with my son, my oldest son sometimes. My oldest son has been through some things and shit. And I told him the same thing. I said, homie, I've been through that shit already, dog. You ain't fucking putting me back in that shit. You know what I mean? I swear to God, you know what? I probably feel like to my oldest son, the way your mom felt to you, bro. That's how I'm a militant with this shit, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's just like, bro, you're going to live in my house, baby. You know what I mean? These are the rules, and the rules are strict as fuck. You know what I mean? And he's like, I see you living loose, but and I don't live loose. But sometimes he would just say, you're being hypocritical. And it's just like, nah, bro. I just learned how to function, bro, at a responsible man level, bro, where I can still have a good time, bro. Just because you see me fucking chilling out at the crib, having a good time, getting, whatever or wherever, bro, if I'm even at a bar or whatever, bro, it's like, bro, I work Monday through Friday, bro, and I have a foundation, you know what I mean? So I have a balance, and my son would say that shit's, he'd be like, you being hypocritical. I'm like, bro, you don't see the full picture. You just see what you want to see, but I just wanted to put that out there because it's some real shit that probably a lot of fathers have dealt with at a certain age, or whatever, or having a son that's following that path and that's been that in the background. But your mom knew what time it was, bro. From growing up in Sereno, you know what I mean? And so she's just like, bro, you ain't gonna pull me back to this shit.
Yeah.
You gonna be on your own if you're gonna do that.
And that's definitely the best thing she could have done for me at the time. That's what
she did you a solid, bro.
Yeah, that's what I needed.
Can you imagine, dog? Like, and I'm not saying like there's what do they call it? Crutches, and there's people that condone enablers. Yeah. Thank you, enablers. Don't be a fucking enabler to your fucking kids. Don't be enabler to your brother, your sister, anybody. That's the worst thing you can ever do. They let the feet touch the fire a little bit.
Yeah.
Let them feel that fire. You want to feel the fire? I thought you showed up with some carne asada. I canine. I mean, I see Canine over there with banged out with his braids, homie. That boy right there, dog. He eating good. No, I'm just fucking with you, dog.
All right, so so the dynamic, like, me and my mom are starting to build a little bit of relationship. That bridge had been burned, but my mom's seen a little bit something different, and a little bit of something different, and me growing in a relationship with my mom, was kind of like a feeling like I felt like, man, this is what I needed, like family type shit. You know what I mean?
Accomplishments.
Yeah. I needed.
You started seeing a different side of her, maybe.
I started seeing a different side of her that I hadn't seen since I was a child. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
With mom.
Yeah. With mom.
The woman that birthed you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, that felt good. And, you know, my mom was living in Maryland. She was coming to stay with me. I had my own apartment. She would come and stay with me and stay with my brother. My brother's a good kid. My brother's always been a good kid. He's kind of like the opposite of me too. Like, he's a good kid. He's a square. But he's a real good kid, real smart, real financially smart. So my mom would stay with me and my brother. Well, my mom was married to this dude, right? And he was in the program for 5 years. And he was a good dude, man. He was a good dude. He really loved my mom. He really respected my mom. But my mom was over here for the winter. My mom's from Cali. She don't like the snow. She ain't about that whole fucking snow shit. So when it starts snowing in Maryland, my mom would come down here until the snow's over, and he would stay out in Maryland.
So mom does well for herself that she has a couple houses and stuff, huh?
Well, yeah. I mean, my mom has always worked, and like she was a legal secretary for a long time. So my mom's a smart woman.
Yeah.
So she knows how to take care of herself. My mom is very independent. So her and her husband live in Maryland. When she comes and stays back here in county, she's staying with either me or my brother. Now I got a place I'm able to bring my mom in. Like that feels incredible for me to be able to say like, Mom, you can come stay with me, and she trusts me enough to come fucking stay with me. You know what I mean? Like that's incredible. And well, my mom's husband, rest in peace. Like he wound up getting this infection in his hand and going to the hospital. And they gave him morphine for the pain. Like his hand blew up and it was sick. And he was out in Maryland. And him and my mom would talk on the phone every day. And she'd be like, I'll be back there in 10 days. Like, I'll be back there in 9 days. I hear her say it every day. I'll be back there in 8 days. And he got this infection in his hand. He went to the hospital for it. And they wound up giving him morphine for the pain. And he didn't tell the hospital, like, he was an ex-drug addict or he's an addict, you know what I mean? And he's in the program and he ain't supposed to be doing no narcotics. So he wound up doing the morphine, and apparently it sent him off the deep end. Apparently he stopped and picked up some heroin from someone on the way home after doing this morphine in the hospital. And my mom didn't hear from him for 2 days. And it was weird because my mom always heard her and her husband talked every single day, whether they were fighting or not fighting, no matter what, they talked every single day. After 2 days, she didn't hear from him. So she wound up calling the cops and having the cops, you know, they kicked in the door to their place in Maryland, and they found him passed away on the floor, and they said the heroin had fentanyl in it. And my mom's fucking husband passed away. First time he relapsed after 7 years, it was dead. Very first time, boom, it was a wrap. And, you know, it's just, it was a blessing for me to be sober at that point. At that point, I probably had like 2 years sober or something. It was blessed. It was blessing for me to be sober at that point because I was able to be there for my mom's. Like, imagine if I was still fucked up out there in the streets. Like, my mom wouldn't have had a place to stay. Like, you know, she would have had my brother, but I was able to be there for my mom's at that point. And that dude was a good dude, man. He took me to one of my first meetings. I was still loaded at the point, but he took me to one of my first meetings, and he was trying to help me out back.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace to that man.
Yeah, rest in peace to that man. So yeah, man. Now it's just like, you know, I work in this rehab. I'm no longer working as a receptionist. I work in admissions now. I help people who are struggling with drugs and alcohol get into the program and help change their lives. You know what I mean?
How do you do that? I mean, how does one, let's be real about it, bro. I guess you deal with the people that show up to the fucking program, right?
Right.
You know, so when they show up to the program, they're at the bottom of the barrel, or they're, you know, state appointed, county appointed, whatever the fuck it is. They got to do it, right? You got two different types, right?
Yeah. You got people that are mandated to treatment, that are there through the drug court program, that need to be there. And then you got people who are on the street struggling, and they're calling in trying to get a bed or whatever.
And what's the difference of those people coming in?
The difference is one person, if they don't complete, they got repercussions through the law. The other person's like, if they leave, they leave.
So what is the, like, if you can put a percentage out there, bro, what would be the rate? I mean, who survives it and who doesn't and relapses and ends up back on heroin? Is it the person that's court mandated, or is it the person that's coming from the streets on the last fucking leg? You know what I mean? And they need a bed to sleep on, basically, right?
Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen, my own personal experience, like I can't really call it, but the people who are coming in on their own are kind of like a little more sincere about it sometimes. Not knocking any of the people who come through like the legal system.
I know politically you gotta stand correctly on it. You know what I mean? You don't want to shit on either or. You know what I mean? Especially if you're involved in that rehab in that program. So I'm not trying to put you in that situation at all, bro. You know what I mean? So I get it, bro. I get it. So. Well, congratulations, brother.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Congratulations for being sober.
Yeah, and my life is completely different now, man. I got my family back in my life. I'm still me, you know what I mean? I'm always gonna be me. I'm always gonna be Moreno. I'm always gonna be more down. I'm always gonna be Andrew. But like, I don't gotta fucking live my life like having this fucking shit, like needing something outside of myself. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I don't need no fucking drugs. I don't need no alcohol in order to feel okay with myself. And you know,
let's go.
I'm going on 4 years. On July 11th, I'll have 4 years, like no drugs, no alcohol, no weed.
Congratulations,
no nothing,
brother. Congratulations.
Yeah,
hey, Frankie, let's do some phone calls and shit. And then I think, you know what, homie does some music, and I think I'm going to put him on the spot to rap, right?
Let's do it.
Frankie, let's do some phone calls. Take a break. Let's do some phone calls. You guys call in. You want to talk to the homie right here? Let's go, baby. Any questions? Let's go.
Pray to me and I help him go and get his way. You kept your word, boy, yeah, the devil said to me, and I can't wait to meet you one day. Yeah, I can't wait to meet you one day. Hey, hey.
Emotions out of focus, I'm crawling at my lowest. Feet hit the streets like a high-speed pursuit. I'm wild when I move, burning to your head, about to tighten up the noose. Bunch of clown faces blowing clouds of the roof. Woof, woof, hooters at the door, now they trying to run up in. I am not a guppy shark, stash everything. Dope in the pussy like a B of A deposit. Baby girl robotic, she gang bang ebonics. Hang with the rules or you gotta pull your weight. Told the biggest tool, keep one in the chain. This is not a date, dance with the Mex, get your face in the cake.
Yeah, the devil's prayed to me, and I help him go and get his way. You kept your word, boy, yeah, the devil said to me, and I can't wait to meet you one day. Yeah, I can't wait to meet you one day.
I still can't make a dollar. Anybody home, Mr. 38 revolver. Holla, Lord, I need change. Heard you heal the hurt, I heard you kill the pain. Homie down the street, you left him dead in the dirt. Now his mama growing grays. Clouds in the skies leave tears on the grave. No smile on the face, just another t-shirt. Small funeral, see his girl when they flirt. Shit still fresh, still smell death. Bunch of drug addicts, can't wait to fuck next. Let the pussy rest, waiting on the prey like a goon in your home. It's 2 in the morning.
Yeah, the devil's prayed to me.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
Go and get his way.
Frankie, let's go. Get that thing off that thing right there.
Kept your word, boy, yeah, the devil said to me, and I can't
You
wait
fucking
to
cockroaches.
Yeah, I
Can't wait to meet you one day. You motherfuckers, dog. Let's get some phone calls in. I had to take a leak right now, but I heard the phone calls going off and shit. You know what, dog? You guys don't follow directions very well, do you? All right, whatever. It's all good. You want to call in right now? You want to ask any questions? Go ahead, call in. Hopefully follow these. Hey, Frankie, we got the number up, baby? Yes, sir. My boy Frankie. Shout out to my boy Frankie right here. Let's go. Hold on real quick. You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Hey, Lucky.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm a fan. I'm from Colorado. I just wanted to say that V Loco was awesome, and I would like to see V Loco again on the show.
Well, first off, thank you for supporting all the way from Colorado, baby. You know what I mean? You know? And, you know, we do what we can do around here, baby. You know what I mean? Nothing's guaranteed, you know what I mean? And I hope how did you feel about this story today, brother? How about that?
Oh, it's really good. All your stories are really good. And I support you. And that's all I got to say.
You know what? I support you too, dog, like a baby daddy, bro. You feel me, dog? Love you too,
all
baby.
Right, well,
you sound like a good dude, bro. A cool dude, bro. You know what I mean? Take a joke, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely, brother. Thank you, Doggy. Absolutely. Anyone else want to call in? Call in.
I wanna be dead, dog, better than these meds.
Who the fuck is that?
Keep back this stupid gonna throw you through the glass. Broken windows, limo tinted nipple. She crazy, we crazy.
Let's do it like this. How about this?
I need to sober up. I'm tripping, she waking. I think I need some sleep.
That was my drug song right there. Real shit, dog.
That shit sounds tight.
I got another drug song. Let me play this drug song for you real quick, dog. While we right here, let's vibe a little bit. You know what I mean? Let's vibe a little bit. Yeah, I got a drug song right here that I did, bro. Hold on, I'm gonna find this bitch right now for you, dog. Let's go to albums. Let's go to some Scum City shit, dog. I used to do some shit called Scum City. Me, my primo. Shout out to Dope One, Don Pablo. Yeah, dog, we did some Scum City shit, dog, and it was called Drugs, and it went something like this right here, dog. Let's go. Nah, no phone calls. You too late, bro. You can play the music real quick. Some old shit right here.
In the ozone, I'm beating on this drum. Look at the awards when she got me on the run. Feeling on my Nina, got the heater in the sun. Baby, love me like I'm Jesus, she the evil in my lungs. Inhale, exhale, I'm on another realm. Blow the smoke out, I'm hot boxing in this hell. Walls are closing in, get your Bible, get the praying. Suicidal with my brain, fuck love, bring the pain. Nutty in a straight jacket, naked body, make me wanna jackrabbit. Fuck her like a drug addict, automatic. Empty up the clip with my hands on the hips. Native powwow, catch a spirit and I kiss. Wall painters on, I told the judge I plead the fifth. Flying through heavens, dog, she vibing on my trip. Spinning in circles in this water, fucking sins. Yo, we riding and we dipping, got the blood up on my fist. Grab a silky hand, pull her out the fire pit. Fight for my drug like I'm psycho and I'm sick. Drugs, I need my fix. Psycho, loco, that's my shit. Drugs, I need my fix. Psycho, loco, that's my shit.
I need a fix for every time I ain't stepping out the house. We ain't talking about the money, I don't care what it's about. I'm a junkie, baby, empty on my couch. If it's go time, grow, stop fucking around. Hands down, I'm addicted, I give you the rundown. Run round my city, act a fool and get loud. Pound for pound, I'm talking about my addiction. Musician, this means I come with no restrictions. Listen, I got tunnel vision, don't get it twisted. My mission's to make this money and unassisted. My dreams keep fading, but I'm persistent. Continually reoccurring mind visions. Provision, decision, fuck your exorcism. These demons want me dead, but they don't have no supervision. I'm a straight addict, homeboy, I need my fix. If you think you got a handle on this, suck my dick.
Drugs, I need my fix. Psycho, loco, that's my shit. Drugs, I need my fix. Psycho, loco, that's my shit.
Addicted to this music and the way it makes me high. Conflicted and confused, the only thing that gets me by. Lifts me off the ground, it makes me feel like I can fly. My producer is a dealer and he cook a dope supply. I'm a junkie. Now I admit that I'm an addict. I don't do this shit for fame. I do this shit to feed my habit. And my habit's hella hungry, so I feed it non-stop. And it'll always be fed like the prison in Lompoc. And I don't pop no pills. And I ain't into Xannies. I get high making music. I don't need to win a Grammy. So when I up the ante,
And I elevate my game, it's that uncut hip-hop I injected in my vein. And when it hits my brain, there's a chemical reaction. I let loose on punks, and then I start relapsing, collapsing. When I'm finally coming down, I just turn into a fiend when there ain't no beats around. Drugs, I need my fix, psycho, loco.
Shout out to Big Fats, man. Big Fats killed that last verse right there, dog. I love music, bro. I love music so much, dog. And you love music too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you
music.
spit, huh?
I spit. I love music. I love poker. I spit.
We can talk about the poker in a minute.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the spit right now, dog. You
Yep.
want to spit some music for us right here?
Yeah, I got
Right
a
here
beat.
live on Hoodstocks?
Yep.
So, text message it to me.
All right, you got airdrop? I can airdrop that shit to you.
You can airdrop it too. Hold on, we got right here. Let's get this phone call right here. You're on Hoodstocks. Talk to us. What up? You live, baby? Whose volume is that in the background?
Is it mine?
Oh.
Oh shit.
Was your thing on?
Yeah.
Let's do this phone call right here. You're on Hoodstocks. Talk to us.
Whose volume is that in the background?
You're live. Turn the volume down in the background, G. One, two. Anybody there?
Yeah.
Lucky.
I hear you, baby, loud and clear. Speak to us.
Hey, homie, it's me, Jojo from Puente, man.
Oh, JoJo, what's up, baby? Give it up for JoJo, dog.
What's up, big dog?
Hey, how did that podcast? Did that put up the book revenues, bro? Out of curiosity, I've been wanting to text you about that.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it did, man. I haven't really checked it, but
Man,
it
you're
did put me
fucking...
in contact with a lot of homies, dog.
Bro, your clips did crazy views, bro. You got one going viral, and I clip it, bro. I clip it for it to do that, bro, for them to get to the full fucking interview to hear the full content of the message, right? And
Yeah.
man, bro, it went viral. It's gone viral. One of your clips has gone viral on YouTube, and one of your clips has gone viral on my TikTok, bro. Crazy viral, dog. You know what I mean? They're like,
Yeah.
fuck that dude. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, damn, that's not what we really want to say or what we're really thinking. But anyways, brother, what's going on? What do you got to say, dog?
Hey, I just wanted to, call in and encourage Andrew, man, to keep up the good fight of faith, man. As a drug and alcohol counselor, behavior modification counselor with Walden House, I know it gets trying, especially when you pour your heart into it and, people fall off and, it messed with my emotions a lot, because, I had a lot of people go back and slam and overdose and kind of felt like I let them down. You know what I mean? It's a lot to bear being a counselor. So I just wanted to encourage him to keep on taking care of himself, because it's not an easy job dealing with people, bro. So Andrew, man, just always take care of yourself first and foremost. And, let all the other pieces fall into place, brother,
Gracias, my boy. I appreciate that. for
Beautiful
sure.
words. Thank you, dog.
Yeah, and just watch out for that transparency, man. I know you know what that means.
Yeah.
When you see other people that are walking in where you are walking, sometimes it makes us vulnerable. So, just pay attention to when you start tripping like that, because that's a dangerous place to be in recovery. But keep coming back, brother. Keep sharing your story, and God bless you, brother, and God bless you, Lucky.
Likewise, man.
Hey,
Thank
brother,
you.
God bless you. And tell me how, like you said, it got you in contact with a lot of people. But was Hoodstocks a positive thing for you being on this platform?
Hey, it was very positive, and I thank you foremost, Lucky, because you allowed my testimony to shine even more so, because these dudes, when you get saved in prison, they always think, oh, when you get out, when you hit R&R, you're going to leave it behind. But all these homies that were with me, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, they're like, dang, fool, you're still doing it, man. Like, it gives a lot of them hope. And, that's my main story, man, is that
what's
change
crazy?
is possible.
Yeah, 100%. You know what's crazy about you, bro? is a lot of solid homies have reached out for your phone number. And you know what, dog? I'm just like, honestly, I didn't even ask you for your permission, bro. And I usually do, bro. But I was just like, man, if these fools know this dude during these times, these got to be good homies and shit, dog. So I'll just be like, hey, can you give me, they'll be like, hey, can you get me in contact with Boxer? Bop, bop, bop. Damn, that's the homie, whoop-de-whoop. And I'm like, here's his number, fool. Call him up, dog. You know what I mean? You know, like
and they did, Lucky. They did reach out. I was laughing. I said, man, the homie Lucky gave me my number out there, but you know what? I figured you cute and ate him, before giving it. So
honestly, bro,
right.
To be 100% with you, bro, I didn't, bro. You know what I mean? I just like, I didn't. I mean, let's look at it like this, dog. The time you were doing time and the time you were just like in these years we're talking about, bro. There was, a lot of like, if they know you from then, bro, like the 90s and shit, bro, like it's just like, for me, it's a given, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I appreciate that.
Hopefully I don't ever give it to the wrong person, bro, but I just like, I love being the middleman, but sometimes it's a little overbearing. And so I'm just like, bro, call him yourself, bro. Here's his number, dog.
Nah, hey, I
don't crank call him.
Hey, we got some barbecue set up. We got some reuniting to do with a lot of these homies that I ain't seen in years, bro, that I have much love for, just lost contact. And, hey, thank God for Hoodstocks putting me back in connection with them, man.
There we go, baby. We're trying to do positive shit around here. And one thing about it, and I don't want to get too far off because we got the homie right here on his interview, but with you, bro, I mean, you came in and you were ready to run and gun and just tell your story, bro. No bullshit around it, you know what I mean? And I appreciate you for that, dog. And when I have cats on here, they always give me lessons sometimes, dog. You know what I mean? Yeah. So when you have a dude that like a boxer, like the homie right here that's on the phone right here from Puente and shit, doggy, I gotta realize it and be like, all right, let me just ease off my gas and put the seat back, dog, and let this dude go, because he was ready to go. Yeah. He was just like, no bullshit, like all right, oh, okay, look, yeah, okay. Well, anyways, you know what I mean? And that's dope. I love that, bro. You know what I mean? And so thank you, Boxer, and love and respect to you, brother. This is your phone. Hey, bro, this is your phone number right here?
No, this is my wife. You got my other one.
Okay.
I was watching you on my phone. You want me to call in?
Okay, there it is. That one out. All right, my boy. Good shit, dog. All right, brother. Be easy.
All right, brother. God bless you guys, man.
Likewise, bro. All right. Yeah. So let's do some music.
Let's do it.
You don't call in right now, please, guys. let me give it a second, bro, because there's a little bit of a buffer right here from the live to the live they get.
Yeah.
Guys, don't call in right now. Please don't call in. Okay, we got a phone call. You're on Hoodstocks. Talk to us.
Hey, Big Luck.
What up, doggy?
Hey, fool. Something popped up in my head, though. I had to tell you that a few years back, my effa had moved to Highland Park, right? She grew up there her whole life. We grew up in Montebello. But we grew up down the street from San Pascual Park. And I just have a vivid memory of some fools rolling up from Highland Park and getting this little motherfucking youngster from San Pascual and whipping him with the fucking belt, dog. And I just thought that I should tell you that. It was a very pivotal moment in my life.
Sounds correct, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta whip them with a belt, bro, you know?
Yeah, sometimes they just misbehave and you gotta, let them have it.
Are you saying that I look like one of those dudes?
I would never say that on a public platform.
My G, I love you, baby. Be easy.
Hey.
Thank you for calling in, doggy.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Don't call in, motherfuckers. Don't call in, dog. Don't call in. Don't. K9, tell him, bro.
Don't call in, motherfuckers.
Thank you, K9.
Don't call in right now.
Hey, don't fuck with K9, dog. Don't fuck with K9, bro. Nobody fucks with fucking K9, dog. Get the wrath of fucking everybody that loves him, and there's a lot of people that love that dude, dog. K9's a solid homie right there. We got stickers coming out with his face on it, dog. I love that shit, dog. I love putting my boys out with stickers of the Hoodstocks, dog. I mean, we're going to put Frankie on next. No, I got one for Preston, bro. I want to put Preston on, dog, but
That was gonna be sick.
I don't think he's gonna like the picture that I picked. So I know, I'm not gonna do him like that, bro.
Be a good sport.
We gotta be good sports, bro. Yes. You know what I mean? But if you got a cool picture, Casey got a cool picture, he's gotta get a cool picture too, dog. As much as I like to post this one picture of him fucking acting buck wild in a parking lot in East LA at the Commerce Center.
Oh, shit.
Okay, we got a beat. Let's go. You got flow?
Yeah.
You could spit? Is this something you're gonna be doing?
Is that the beat I sent you?
Here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. Mighty Mo down in the building. Let's try to get this shit the first try. Yeah. Every time I flip the flow, know I gotta rock another show. Every time I hit the roll, know I gotta get it, gonna get it, wanna get it with me. Every time I flip the flow, know I gotta rock another show. Every time I hit the roll, know I gotta get it, gonna get it, wanna get it with me. Yeah. Know I gotta get it, gonna get it, wanna get it with me. Yeah. No, I gotta get it, gonna get it, wanna get it with me. Every time I spit, it's like I got my whole city with me. Baby got a hair, hips, lipstick, and pretty with me. Said it wasn't fair first time that she did it with me. Feeling when she chillin' with me, always keep a killer with me. Then I make a move, chasing money. I be really busy, paying shit, really kickly, fucking with my foe. Let a nigga know when he stepping on my toes, like pop, pop, pop. 3 in a row, when I cross them niggas out like tic-tac-toe. What's a lot for the show? So this is how I roll. Don't be looking at me funny, homie, you already know. Mow down life that it live is for show. Real cold world, so it's on my heart froze. Baby taking up for codes every time she hit the pole. Cause you gotta get the fatty, yo. Gotta get the fatty, roll. Fuck with my fatty, get your hairpiece blow. Quick as it come, quick as it go. No one ever gonna have me sell my soul. Just have my CD selling out that store. I just drop another rhyme, watch my IG grow. No one ever gonna have me sell my soul. I just drop another rhyme, watch my IG grow. Oh, you know. Every time I flip the flow, every time I flip the flow, every time I flip the flow, every time I flip the every time I flip the flow. No one ever gonna have me sell my soul. Every time I flip the flow. No, I gotta get it, gonna get it, wanna get it with me. Every time I flip the flow. No, I gotta rock another show. Every time I flip the flow. No, I gotta get it, gonna get it, wanna get it with me. Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh
get it,
shit!
Get it, wanna get it with me. Yeah. And
let's
y'all
go.
Looking to sign some rappers, hit me up. More down in the building. Hood Stocks, your boy Lucky. We back up in this bitch, disturbing the peace. For the Dub 0 Deuce 3 and forever.
Every time I hit the flow, every time I hit the flow.
No, I gotta get it, gonna get it, wanna get it with me.
Yeah! Oh shit! God damn it! Bro! 17 years on motherfucking heroin. This motherfucker comes with this motherfucking shit! God damn it!
Yeah.
How old are you, bro?
36. I just turned 36 on the 16th of January.
36. God damn it. Light that shit up with flames if you feeling that shit. Light that shit up with flames. Don't play with this shit, dog. We got a lot of homies that come on here and spit, dog. And they doing more spitting than spitting, if you know what I'm saying, dog. There's too much saliva on the table, dog. Shit.
No, I gotta get it, gonna get it, wanna get it with me.
You got another track?
Yeah, I got other tracks. I don't know if they're like copyright approved though.
Let's do it. If not, I'll erase it. I want to hear something else from you, bro.
All right, let's see.
I want to hear something else from you, bro. That was hard, bro. Look at that shit, dog. Look at that shit go up, baby. Look at that shit go up, dog. I'm gonna clip that, dog, and that's just gonna go crazy, dog. I'm gonna clip that, bro.
Yeah.
You thank me later, dog.
Yeah, for sure.
You're welcome, sir. You know what I mean? Here at Hood Stocks, dog, we motherfucking. Oh! That was fire, dog. Every time I hit the flow, remind me of some motherfucking Bone Thugs and Harmony type of shit,
Thug and
dog.
Harmony tattooed on me. I got Thug and Harmony
bro,
tattooed
that
on
was
me.
my favorite shit coming up, bro. Bone Thugs and Harmony, bro. Damn, I almost want to hear that song again, dog.
I
Real
can spit
shit.
it again.
Let's spit it
Let's
again.
spit
One
it
more
again.
time. Let's
do
spit
it
that
again.
shit again, dog. Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Only time I ask someone to spit twice, the same song.
Yeah.
Hood stocks, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. Every time I flip the flow, know I gotta rock another show. Every time I hit the road, know I gotta get it, gonna get it, wanna get it with me. Every time I flip the flow, know I gotta rock another show. Every time I hit the road, know I gotta get it, gonna get it, wanna get it with me. Yeah. No, I gotta get it, gonna get it, wanna get it with me. No, I gotta get it, gonna get it, wanna get it with me. Every time I spit, it's like I got my whole city with me. Baby got a hair, hips, lipstick, and pretty with me. Said it wasn't fair first time that she did it with me. Feeling when she chillin' with me, always keep it killin' with me. Then I make a move, chasing money. I be really busy paying shit, really quickly fucking with my dough. Let a nigga know when he stepping on my toes, like pop, pop, pop. 3 in a row, and across some niggas out like tic-tac-toe. It's a life at a show, so this is how I roll. Don't be looking at me funny, homie, you already know. More down life that I live, it's for show. Real cold world, so I saw my heart froze. Baby taking off her clothes every time she hit the pole. Cause you gotta get the fatty, yo. Gotta get the fatty, roll. Quick to the fatty, get your hairpiece blow. Quick as it come, quick as it go. No one ever gonna have me sell my soul. Just how my teacher selling out the store. I just drop another rhyme, watch my IG grow. No one ever gonna have me sell my soul. Just drop another rhyme, watch my IG grow. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you know. Every time I flip the flow, every time I flip the flow, every time I flip the flow, every time I flip the every time I flip the flow, no I gotta rock another show. Every time I hit the road, no I gotta get it, gonna get it, wanna get it with me. Every time I flip the flow, no I gotta rock another show. Every time I hit the road, no I gotta get it, gonna get it, wanna get it with me. No, I gotta get it, gonna get it, wanna get it with me. Woo! Mighty Mo down in the building.
God damn it!
Yeah.
Is he the best we've had on a live performance? No backup vocals? All off the rip? Even the yeah. That's all him. God damn it! Hood stocks, baby. Motherfucking hood stocks. That's what we doing right here, dog. I keep on trying to tell the $1 million worth of game and everybody else, dog. The real motherfuckers are understanding what the fuck we doing right here. Motherfucking Steezy knows what the fuck we doing right here, bro. Steezy, dog. Best weed brand in the motherfucking world knows what the fuck we're doing right here, dog. You motherfuckers are gonna be catching up, dog, and paying a heavy price, dog. The real ones know from the beginning, dog, of what is great, dog. We great right here, dog. The hood is great, baby. This dude is motherfucking great. And when you hear his music, check it out, dog. When somebody spits, bro, you're like, all right, that's cool, dog. But you heard his story before, 17 years on heroin, going through the motherfucking whoop-de-whoop-whoops, almost motherfucking dying, dog. You know what I mean? And then you hear that come out his mouth? I ain't used to that, dog.
That's some real shit, right?
I ain't used to this shit, dog. There's people, there's check it out, dog. And I don't want to be too much on this shit, but I'm going to be too much on this shit.
That's right.
I'm going to be too much on this shit, dog. The skill set is rap. The skill set is hip hop. This dude can spit, not just like some ABC rap. Ooh, you're following the beat, dog. You know what I mean? Trying to make it through to the end of 16 motherfucking bars, bro. This dude can spit.
Yeah.
Thank you, baby.
Yeah.
Thank you for not disappointing me.
Yeah, of course.
Not that I had high
you.
expectations
Appreciate
about
you.
anything, but I'm just saying, you know.
You know.
What are you gonna do with that? What do you want to do with that?
I ain't recorded it yet. That shit
haven't
ain't even
recorded that
recorded
shit?
that yet. Some dude sent me a beat. I dropped that shit to it. And I ain't even recorded it yet. I got to get that shit recorded.
Yeah,
man.
you got to get that shit recorded. That was hard.
Thank
Frankie,
you.
how deep are we into this podcast? What is our time frame?
2 hours.
2 hours what?
Yeah. Flat.
2 hours flat. So you know what? After you've been through everything that you've been through, bro. Mm-hmm. Man, you really are very fortunate, bro. Very fortunate few that just made it out of that addiction. I mean, are you on medication or what are you on, bro?
Nah, man, I'm not on nothing. I'm on me, man. I just gotta do me. I gotta do what I gotta do. You know, it's easier. It's easy not to do it now because I've already been away from it for so long.
I mean, what do you say to heroin addicts that are on heroin right now watching this, bro?
If you need help, call me. Give me a call. Hit me up.
I mean, what's the waiting list?
If you're trying to get out of that life, it is possible. That's what I'm saying to him. If you ain't ready, you ain't ready, and I ain't mad at that. Because there was a point where I wasn't ready, and no one's prayers were big enough to get me out of that shit. But if you ain't ready, you ain't ready. But if you are ready, it is possible. I know because I'm living proof. You know what I mean? It's like a miracle. It's not magic. It's a miracle in my life. So it's like it's possible. If it's possible for me, it's possible for anybody.
There it is there.
Yep.
It's been dope having you here, my G.
Yeah, it's been dope being here. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, dog. I want how can people get in reach with you if they're getting chased by the cops or if they're no, if they're trying to get rehab or if they want to contact you for the music thing, like how can they
More Down 13 on Instagram. That's my main plug right now. More Down 13 on Instagram. I'm on there. You can hit me up on there and we can get it chopping from there.
Thank you so much, brother.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Thank you for coming through and sharing your testimony, brother.
Yeah, of course. I want to shout out my homie real quick that made this hat. It says Grounded. It's a brand it's like a sober brand. It's a cool brand. Grounded right here. My homie who made this shirt, Team 12. He makes like can you guys see the back of it?
Move the mic, homie.
Right there. No, it's good. I see it. What does it say? Anti-drug
junkie club.
Yeah.
That's us. So, I just want to shout out the homies making this gear.
Is it hard being sober around people that in the regular life that party hard?
Nah,
I mean, can you drink something?
Not anymore.
Can you have a touch of alcohol or anything?
I don't. I mean, I don't need it. I don't need it right now in my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, are you afraid of it?
I'm not afraid of it, but I just know, like, the alcohol could lead me to other shit. Because there were points in times where I was only drinking, and then when I get so drunk, it's like, oh, fuck, I want to go get some fucking dope and some bitches right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you got to get one with the boy. You got to get, it just gets on and cracking like that.
Yeah.
Like, once I get a certain amount of drunk, it's like, I want to get some dope and I want to get some bitches. And it's
so
it's
just
all bad.
ending out of this, give a message, bro.
I mean, if you're struggling, that's pretty much my message. If you're struggling and you don't believe there's help out there, you don't believe you could change, change is possible. I mean, you just gotta get to a point where you're ready to try something different. You know what I mean? I had tried everything but what I'm doing now, and what I'm doing now is actually working and nothing else was. So if you're struggling and you feel like it's hopeless and you're never gonna get out of what you're going through addiction-wise, I mean, don't give up on yourself. Reach out to someone who has been there, been in your shoes, and has made it out to the other side, and they can guide you along just like it happened with me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so also ending this, what would it be a message you want to give out to your mom right now?
I mean, my mom might be watching this right now. I mean, my mom knows I love her. Me and my mom are really close. We see each other every day. She's my neighbor now. She lives right next to me, but... Mom, I love you. Thank you for being as hard on me as you were, because I know I needed exactly what it was at that time. And I want to thank my pops for always being there for me, because if it wasn't for this man right here, I wouldn't be here today, like literally. So
absolutely.
Yeah, I just want to, I'm very grateful for what I've got, where I've come, and, the fact that I'm still here. So
everybody give it up for Andrew. Make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you let your next door neighbor know we here right now. This is Hood Stocks, baby. And I want to give a big shout out. So today we hit 75,000 subscribers on YouTube. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your support. And also too, we have other podcasters on this channel now. We have Alex, and we have also Johnny. You know what I mean? So make sure you guys give those dudes their respect, their support, and we love you guys so much. We're just here trying to grow for 2023, baby. You know what I mean? And we ain't nothing without you guys. And if you want to support, you don't always got to do a donation, but you can go to www.50racks.com and buy a shirt, a Hoodstock shirt, a hat. We got different things right there. It's crazy because people have been hitting me up about the website to get merchandise. And once I put merchandise on there, sometimes people don't go and grab it up. You know what I mean? So, if you want to support the platform, I get it. It's hard times right now. We might be going to World War III. Who knows? You know what I mean? Like the shit is crazy right now, and, it's like this. You can buy a shirt, you can buy a hat now, whatever the fuck we got on the website. you know, but if a time comes and I got to give you a loaf of bread, I got you, baby. I got you, dog. I mean, if the recession really hits hard, you know what I mean? I'll throw some bologna in that bitch, homie. You know what I mean? You know, hey, Hood Stocks, baby, let's go. We love you guys. We out of here.
Hey.